You reign!
This is the D-Generation Clix podcast with your hosts,
Who is Ravage?
Ryan Ruckman,
Ravage!
Hand me that bottle cap.
Miles Kane,
Hand me that paperclip. Grab that twine. Gun wrapper.
Daniel Schwab,
We are
Best friends.
Asgard to Mouth, and Pete.
'cause I'm just me.
Welcome back to the D-Generation Clix podcast. Ryan, Miles, and Pete are back as we continue the most pulp-tacular adventure that is the 2026 Pulp Odyssey. This episode we have two of the bigger, if not biggest, CURs with Smash and Destroy
Full title of your sex tape.
and Lantern Legacy. So let's smash on through to 001A Hulk. Miles, I'm going to guess that you like these Hulks to combo somehow, because you can bring in other ones.
Not 50.
Not
I think
50?
if you play them, you play them at 70. I think you just go 70.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is it? 001, A, B, and C all let you turn into a bigger Hulk when you KO something. So the 50.1 just gives you super strength and then a chance to turn into something else.
Yeah.
70 points gives you 8 clicks, and then you can get Quake with 3 damage. Probably still not worth it because he's not even ignoring blocking. The 100.1 does. So what are you doing, 70 or 70 to turn into the 100?
Yeah. I think that's going to be the best use because you're going to save 30 points. So you're going to go and kill something small and then turn into him. Because the 100-point Hulk wants to be replace a figure because then he succeeds on willpower 3 through 6.
So the only other piece that I really could see that might be useful is a Gray Hulk from Avengers 60th. Have you looked at that one?
Yeah, I do like that one as well. Yeah, the rare non-prime.
Yeah. Do you think that you would consider either of them, or
Yeah, I mean,
like this one
that's
better?
the thing with Pulp. You don't have a lot of sideline. So, I mean, that Hulk would be good.
so he's got the
Even
Path of
the-
Destruction.
yeah.
So just so we know what we're talking
that's
about,
really good.
when
Yeah,
Hulk
the
is
Path of
given
Destruction
an
one.
action, what is it? When given an action after resolutions, if he destroyed a piece of terrain during that action, heal him 1 click. If a terrain marker was destroyed during that action, roll a d6 and heal him half the result instead. So this one can kind of keep healing, versus the other one
Yeah.
gets a better willpower. This one has regular willpower, but his defense powers have protected outwit, and he's going to be a
this is
13 for 5. He's got a low
with the ability to
charge.
heal. I totally forgot that it was any figure named Hulk. So yeah, that's probably gonna be your best bet. Going through the other potential Hulks, I
didn't see any. I did a little quick move through them all.
Yeah. Because this says 100 points, right?
Yes.
Is that what it is at 70?
Max.
Yeah. So the only other one I would have changed him to, you can't even change him to, because it's a max 100.
Right.
Yeah. And that's the ABPI one. Yeah.
So yeah, this one I think
they're-
is a little bit better. So if you can get your hands on this one, I think that's probably a good combo. Then you just play the 70.1, KO something, and then you go to, even if you're on your last click, you go to the top click on these guys, right?
Yeah, because he can heal. No, every place you still go to the same click.
Oh, okay,
go to
never
the
mind.
same
I
click.
thought that
Yeah.
these said that you start them back on click 1. Okay, but yeah, so that's another good point though. This guy can actually heal really easy.
Yeah.
And if you already they already get Avengers, so you get Defenders with this one too, if that matters. Pete, did you get a chance to play any of the Hulks in Sealed or anything?
I played the 100-point one. He's good. You don't get the 3 through 6 willpower if he's not replaced, but you still get willpower. and he's a 10 charge, so he's actually a little better charge than that Grey Hulk is. I think he's what, a 6 speed.
Yeah.
So and this one, the 100 point moves through blocking, which that's a really underrated thing in Pulp. Honestly, being able to get through things like barrier and some of the maps that you're going to see. So I think there's the 70 to this 100 point is an option. I think 70 to the 100 point Grey Hulk is an option too, depending on because you can put them both on the sideline, right?
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
just choose whoever you're going to go to. Yeah.
I think the biggest things to consider is he does have a better charge if your mobility isn't there, like with TKs, and he does have one higher defense. But I think I still like this Avenger 60th one better.
Yeah, because you can heal him.
And if you're
Yeah,
KOing
for the
something,
healing especially.
you're already probably close anyway.
Yeah.
And not being able to not have your invincible outwit in the beginning, and again, I think that Mystics is going to be a big issue in Pulp.
Yeah. To the point where I think you break theme just for Wong. It's almost to that point.
All right, let's go to the Valkyrie Orior. 35 prob. And if a character was KO'd this turn, Valkyrie Orior and adjacent friendly characters modify defense +2. Maybe if you have like a swarm team. Valkyrie
Yeah.
Or.
Yeah, I mean, give that +2
Yeah, I think
defense
you
is huge.
I think you could play her non-theme too. She's 35 point prob top dial. She can still attack. She's flight. So she's not bad. And on those keywords, she may get a look. Mystical and Warrior also.
That opportunity to potentially get defense +2 next to anybody. She ends on a 19 defend also, which that happened more often than not in Sealed when we played against her.
Yeah, more often than not, too, in Pulp, just because of the damage, really,
Yeah, there's a better chance for sure.
Yeah, so now she's pretty much handing out 21 defenses. Yeah.
Damage control worker. These guys, not great, right? Until your next turn, damage control worker has once per action when an opposing effect destroys one or more pieces of blocking terrain within range. After resolutions, remove an action token from a friendly character. So maybe
Yeah, I'm just...
if you're trying to play like some crazy defensive shell barrier team,
Yeah. That'd be
that's a stretch
the
though,
only way
right?
to do that. Yeah, I don't know if you're going to waste 30 points on that, because it's like,
He's
or
20
points.
It
Yeah.
gives you shield,
yeah.
but again, if you're just trying to hide, I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Pete, do you want to redeem the damage control worker?
No, I think you hit it. 20 points for shield's about the only real redeeming thing I see here. His values are not good.
No.
And that power is really inconsistent. So, I mean, honestly, you're just giving up 20 points quick.
Yep. Los Diablos Soldier. 25 points for 5 clicks. He's great. Mastermind Fighter gives you PD team ability, but there's a guy that creates him, so maybe he bring that in later, I guess. 5 range, 2
That's
bullets
right, yeah.
enhancement. But yeah, you're never adding him to your team. Los Diablos
Agreed.
Officer. This guy had a neat, what is it? Fire the Iceberg Rocket. Power, range 6, improved targeting, hindering, and elevated. Make a range attack instead of normal damage. A hit character is given 2 action tokens, and all characters adjacent to that character are given 1 action. 30 points.
He is
leadership.
He is also leadership in PD. Not for nothing. But
And you can get that range up there too. And if you're going with soldiers, there's definitely a good chance you have shield on there.
Yeah. Because
So
it'll be a
that
7 range.
elevated or improved targeting, elevated, and hindering. That seems pretty good. 30-point leadership. I could see this guy getting something. All right, what about the common Ant-Man? So he's got the damage control. That's the big thing, right? Is he can stop the barriers. Oh no, that's not even him.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
This is the one.
No.
Yeah, he makes you tiny and gives everyone improved movement, ignore blocking.
Oh, okay. There's. What's the set? Oh, I'm thinking of Collector's Trove, maybe. What's the set that the damage? No, not damage control.
Yeah, that's Collector's Trove. Yeah,
Okay,
the Ant-Man
we're-
security.
Yes.
Yeah, that's Clutch's Rope.
Okay, so this is something different, but still good against barrier. He has a power action. Ant-Man and adjacent friendly characters can use tiny size and have improved movement. Ignores blocking terrain this turn. So for 30 points, he's also an Empower. So you can get anywhere you want on the map. Yeah, he'll definitely get some play. With Wildcard too, yeah, for sure. Avengers, Damage Control, Shield, Thunderbolts, and Warrior. Did we say Warrior is probably not good enough? So this is probably an unthemed or Avengers.
It's tough because I think Thunderbolts is actually an option too, because we have that Disney Plus that gives the Spy, Assassins, and Soldier Thunderbolts.
Oh, yeah. That's a good call.
So you did Thunderbolts. I think actually has tons of potential in Silver Pulp, because you have all those extra keywords to really hone in on your team.
It was Spy and what else?
Spy, Assassins, and Soldiers, I believe.
That's right. Yeah, I could see this guy for sure, because he's
Val.
This is a guy too.
Valentine, or whatever.
Yeah, Valentina de Fontaine. What's her name? Allegra de Fontaine. Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah, Assassin, Soldier, or Spy. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
And as we get through the icy regionals too, and you start seeing what's winning, if a high barrier tech team is really up there, then I think this guy just starts making a lot of teams.
Yeah.
All right, this is the arcade for 20 points, 4 clicks, plasticity, 11 blades, 17 toughness, range combat expert. He's got a trait, trapped murder bots. When arcade is KO'd by an opponent's attack after resolutions, roll a d6. 1 through 3, give the attacker an action token. 4 through 6, deal the attacker 1 penetrating damage. 25 points, you're not doing this, right? Even though it's
he's a decent tie-up piece, but I think that the goons are better for 10 less points. I think there's better goons.
Yeah, why is
he's
this
a
not
12
a
for
goon?
3 range 1 blades. Yeah.
Robot.
I think he would. Yeah.
So no on this guy, right?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so. No.
All right, the next one I think is probably the most interesting piece in this set. As far as combinations go, this is all the Absorbing Mans. So we're going to get, 8 sideline slots in Silver Pulp? 2, 3,
Yeah,
4,
but you
5,
can only do
6.
4 because they have the floor. So you only get 4 modern slots.
Okay, so you start with 1, and then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you'd have to leave 2 of them off. So the regular one...
well, you're not getting G.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so you have to leave. Oh, so one of them's on your main force.
Yeah.
4 of them. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So the normal one has
easy
Giant Reach 3.
Leave off 2. Yeah, and he's a must. If you're
he's
playing
a
those
must because of the
you
healing.
have to play him. Yeah.
At the beginning of your turn, you may replace a friendly character with an Absorbing Man trait with Absorbing Man. If you do, after resolutions, heal Absorbing Man 3 clicks. And this just happens at the beginning of your turn. So yeah, this is definitely one that you need. Because the other one's trigger off something, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you have the Titanium one. When a friendly character with the Absorbing Man trait destroys 1 or more pieces of blocking terrain after resolutions, you may replace that character with Absorbing Man. So you got to break the blocking terrain. And then you can turn into him. He gives you super strength, plasticity, invincible that's protected outwit, and battle fury. And improved movement through blocking. Yeah, this guy offers a ton. This is like its own built-in Swiss Army knife.
He is, yeah.
The other one,
super high defensive piece, protected out, invincible on the first 3 clicks and the last 2 clicks. He's really good. And again, because you're blowing up blocking, because you're going to have to. Or picking it up with him.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to chew through him in one turn, especially with pulp values. The next one is usually only coming in modern games for the Spirit of Vengeance pilot that we've seen, right? But still super useful.
I almost say that you start with this one, honestly.
He's a must-add no matter what. This is so when a friendly character with the Absorbing Man trait is hit by a character that can use Pulse Wave, Quake, or Super Strength, after resolutions, you may replace that character with Absorbing Man. It gives you outwit on his first 2 clicks, and adjacent opposing characters can't use protected outwit or safeguard outwit. Yeah, I think you absolutely start with this guy. The Gamma version, Gamma infused.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if he doesn't come out because they just avoid using Pulse Wave, or if they don't have Pulse Wave, Quake, or Super Strength, or you can't get to that piece that does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they have to hit Absorbing Man.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. So they can have Pulse Wave. They can just make sure they don't hit Absorbing Man with Pulse Wave so he doesn't come out. So
you definitely start with this one, and then if you need to get rid of him, you can trigger it with one of the other ones that are way easier to trigger. They're all 75 points and 8 clicks. He was big in sealed too. Just being able to set take off the safeguard or protected outwit. I think the biggest thing is he'll be able to outwit the stop clicks on Moon Knight.
Yeah. The next one though, I think, is the best attacker. So that's where it's tough. Is like, do you start with the Gamma or do you start with Fire?
Why don't you tell me about the Fire one?
Well, Fire is when a character with an Absorbing Man trait is hit by a character that can use Energy Explosion, Poison, or Ranged Combat Expert. After resolutions, you replace him with Fire. He has special defense power, which is Super Senses, and when Absorbing Man uses it and succeeds, after resolutions, you deal 2 damage to the attacker. He starts with an 8, 12, 17, 4 with Running Shot, Energy Explosion, and Shape Change. Yeah. You get team up with that Miles Morales. Like, okay, now he's a 4 through 6 senses. He has flight, so you can just carry him around.
I was gonna say, I just noticed that he has flight too. I think it's hard to choose, even though he's a good attacker. There's probably better attackers for 75 points. I think you still start with the Gamma one for the utility.
Yeah, and he's also a decent attacker too. The Gamma one is a decent attacker. I think the next one's the one that you leave off, personally.
What is this one? The Diamond one? When a friendly character with an Absorbing Man trait is dealt penetrating damage. After resolutions, you may replace that character with Absorbing Man. Crystal Sharp Edges is his attack power. Giant Reach 2, Blades. When Absorbing Man uses Blades, the minimum result is the target's printed damage value. Yes, so that would definitely probably be the one that you leave off. Yeah. Because you're looking at different, lower stats, with Pulp. Even Moon Knight with a 4 exploit, you're just saying that his best attack, or his worst, is a 4. You can just find a piece that attacks for 4 damage, like the Fire one.
Yeah, so that's exactly where it's at. Is that it's just like, yeah.
I think that makes it easy.
Do you do double Absorbing Man swap?
So I did think about that, but I don't think that plays out well, right? That's 150 points now.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I remember the water one.
Even the water one.
This one's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, and with how hard he is to pull, he might not even be legal for Pulp, because he.
I don't think that's true.
His pull rate's pretty bad.
It was bad. I think I pulled 2 total out of all the cases I opened. Pete, do you want to let us know how good the water one is?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So Absorbing Man Water, sideline active, and a friendly character with an Absorbing Man trait moves through water terrain, or an opposing effect gives them an action token. After resolutions, you may replace that character with Absorbing Man. He's got improved movement, elevated, and clicks. He's 3 range, triple target. He's Dolphin, so Miles loves him. His very cool attack power on the first 3 clicks is Whirlpool. Close, make a close attack targeting all opposing characters within 3 squares in line of fire, regardless of adjacency. Instead of normal damage, hit characters are dealt 2 damage and given an action token. After resolutions, any number of hit characters may be placed adjacent to Absorbing Man. So he's a really interesting board control piece. So I agree. I think of all the ones you leave off 7E. You don't bother with the Diamond. I think all the other ones have a place in Pulp for sure. The ones I would start with on my build, I would probably start with Gamma, though. Just getting the outwit and the ability to shut down protected outwit or safeguard outwit is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this guy is another one that you can trigger on your own, even if it's that important to you. You just have a water terrain as one of your terrain markers, and this guy just comes in then. And then you also get a little bit of pacing with the ability to hand out an action token to, what is it, within 3 squares in line of fire?
No, you have to make an attack.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
deal them 2 damage with an action token. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's within 3 squares in line of
That's-
fire. It's
yeah.
a close attack, right? Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're adjacent.
Oh,
It's
yes, yeah.
close. Yeah.
And then placing them is huge too, because like that's sort of kill box ish. I mean, it's gonna take a lot of setup, but the disruption for placement is huge for what he can do.
So if you do that, you make everyone adjacent to him. Can you? What's one of the better ones to turn into then? I don't think you can trigger anything after you've done that, though, right? Because the
No.
beginning of your
Well,
turn,
no,
you
'cause
can
they're
do the
gonna
regular one.
Yeah, and even if you could swap them, they're not gonna be able to make an attack since they have the action token. Since he already took the action.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, if you were able to put
Yeah.
titanium in there, give him the plasticity, 19, protected outwit, invincible. But you can't do that unless he destroys one or more pieces of blocking terrain, so that's not going to happen.
It's possible.
Oh.
I mean, there is ways to get him to have other figures make him move, so you can
And the water one does ignore
characters.
so you
Yeah,
can
so-
do that, make him adjacent,
Yeah.
and then get him to move, yeah.
And then move back to that square and be like, okay, now he has plasticity. They're all stuck. So, I mean, yeah, it's
Tons to set up, but it is something
Yeah.
you can do.
yeah, that would be annoying as hell if that happened. Like, really? Okay. Yeah, and then he has the protected outwit invincible.
Yeah.
On top of that, yeah.
Plasticity, that seems good.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I hated both these Cravens so much. I know, Miles, you like Craven. Did you want to try to persuade me that you would put either of these on your Silver Pulp team?
No, I don't think you're gonna put him on your Silver Pulp team, but I mean, I do like the first one at 45 points. I mean, you choose a keyword, and then I mean, it sucks as Craven does have to KO them, but he'll
And
get an
it's
extra
Craven.
10 points. Well, it's Oh, Craven gets way too much hate from you. I don't know why you don't like Craven.
I
You have
like
some
other
fearful
Cravens.
symmetry.
Shit.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of better Cravens, the 008B Hollywood Craven at 125 is a threat.
At 125?
Yeah, it's Hollywood Craven, brother.
Dude, this guy's given up 125 in no time at all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He goes down first.
Yeah.
He goes down hard.
If somebody puts this on the table, I'm so happy to see it. I'm like, all right, well, I guess that's what we're doing.
So for the record, I don't hate Craven. I hate these Cravens. I like that one from, is it Beyond Amazing? Yeah, that one's really
Yeah.
cool. I like Craven.
He is. Yeah. No, this one at 45 points I think is okay. The B, no.
There's
Besides
characters
his
that are
skull.
45 points and less that don't suck, though, so I'd probably pick them over Craven.
Well, he's got Brute. He's got Animal. You know,
Yeah,
he's just
there's
yeah.
way better-
He's not good.
Okay.
He is
Yeah.
just a nod to the original Craven from Critical Mass. That's all I see when I see him.
I see
I'm
trash. Yep, Speedball.
I'm good. Speedball is 50 points of nonsense. He is Speedball. He's got the Spider-Man TA, Avengers Damage Control Initiative, New Warriors, Spider-Man Family Thunderbolt Celebrity. Real name's Robbie Baldwin. He's got a power trait, damage control. Intern wears my coffee. Power, choose 2 of the following effects in any order. Move 4 squares, knock back an adjacent opposing character, or Speedball can use Invincible until your next turn. Then he's got a defensive power on a few of his clicks. Kinetic Absorption, Super Senses Toughness. He moves through elevating, and he has outdoor blocking and characters he can move through. I guess my problem with him, he does have probability control on 3 clicks. He's just kind of inconsistent. Because what are you choosing most of the time? Move 4 squares and then invincible,
Yeah.
and then you're not attacking, right?
Right.
Well, so you have to pay another 30 points to be able to actually get. So in order to play him like correctly to where you're actually able to do more than just to take the power,
80-point
you have to
investment.
invest 80 points. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did not like
You
this
need a
guy
good
initially. I didn't like this guy initially, and then I saw like a little bit of potential in some of the sealed games that we played, but then he just never played out. He just would give up 50 points. So not good enough. Even if you do the 80-point one, it's still just not paying off.
No, you're better to play. I mean, Ant-Man. Give Ant-Man's trait free.
You're better just to play Moreland for 80 points. Let's
Yeah.
be honest.
Yeah,
That's what we're comparing right there.
Yeah.
Speedball and Lenny or Moreland. Ooh, that's tough.
What about this shovel guy, excavator? So he can remove an
Shovels
adjacent. He does. He shovels very well. He's got free remove an adjacent non-debris terrain marker from the game or destroy an adjacent piece of blocking terrain. 30 points, 6 clicks isn't bad. Are you doing that though? No.
I think that there is. I do think there's a world where you play Wrecking Crew with Brute, because of the Wrecker and Primus, and so now all of a sudden he'll be a 9, 11, 18, 4 for 30 points.
I guess
So
if
yeah,
you
it's because
build
of
into it, I feel like I'm only
Yeah.
playing them unless if I really want an answer to blocking terrain, because you can still run up there for 8 and do that and open the way up to someone.
Yeah, but you have plenty of attackers with improved movement, destroy blocking. I mean, not his points. So I mean, I guess at 30 points maybe, but yeah, there's a few other figures. Like I mean, coming up, the B side, or the next figure's B side, I think is just for 20 more points than him is just better, and he does what he does but better.
Is this the one without? Yeah. So I got to play Thunderball in sealed. I actually like this guy a ton.
Yeah,
So he's got,
They
what
get-
is it? 6 clicks for 60 points. He's got the improved movement through blocking, 8 charge, 10 super strength, 17 invulnerability, and then 3 damage with a special damage power, outwit, and perplex. Friendly characters with the Wrecking Crew keyword can use stealth. So his biggest thing is that he has a 10 attack, which really sucks. So I always was doing the perplex into his attack, and the 17 defense is terrible.
Yeah.
But in sealed, this guy did a decent amount of work. That outwit for smash and destroy was really big. I've had a little bit of trouble getting outwit on pulp teams. I don't know. Have you guys had the same experience?
No, I've been get it pretty consistently. Trying to see who my main outwit pieces are that I've been building with.
Pete, how much outwit do you have on your pulp team right now?
Top dial 1. People that can get it. Other than that, though.
And because it's
No, actually, I don't have outwit. Never mind. Neither of my teams have outwit.
Yeah, see, it wasn't
I think
super
you have to
common.
have it. Yeah, I think you have to have it somewhere or have availability of it, but you're going to run into a lot of. I think a lot of things that are going to be C plays. People are going to be playing things like Moon Knight and Black Adam, so where that's not as big. So you have to look at those other pieces that take that away.
Do you
I like this guy. I like the Wrecking Crew together, honestly. Stealth
Yeah,
is
the
still
Master of
big.
Evil-
None of these guys care about blocking, so
No, the
the
Master
map
of Evil
doesn't
also
matter to them. Yeah.
is worth looking at too, because like sure he has a 10 attack, but when you load them up adjacent towards them, I mean they're going to be a -3 pretty much. So that 10 attack then becomes a 12 pretty easily.
Yeah. I'm just saying his weakness is the 10 attack, 17
Yeah.
defense, and so I was always perplexing his
Absolutely,
attack
yeah.
to make sure that I would at least potentially hit.
Yeah, 10 is rough. Yeah.
But this guy was pretty good in our sealed stuff. All right, what about Pile Driver? He has the same improved movement through blocking, destroys blocking, 8 sidestep, 10 attack with super strength, and Pile Driver may be given close or range terrain actions as free, and then he's got Empower and a 17 invulnerability. 50 points is probably too much for that, right?
No, I mean I would normally think so. There's another figure out here, Bulldozer, that makes him insane. You're going to be loading up on attacks. I played him in our team sealed, and him and Bulldozer were so good for 110 points that like I'm honestly looking at him. He also has the Brute.
If you So if you run him
You-
up, if you sidestep and pick
Yeah.
something up, run up for 8, you can actually use that in the attack as free, can't you?
Yes.
That's right. Never mind. That is good. And then he's got empower for
Yeah.
the next person to come in for a pounding.
Yeah, so you full move, picking that up for a close terrain action for free, and then if you break away sidestep, you can then do a ranged terrain action for free. So you get 2 attacks with him.
You'd have to pick something up though again, right?
So Wrecker says when a friendly character with the Wrecking Crew, he's coming up. I mean Bulldozer. When a friendly character with the Wrecking Crew keyword would move, they pick up an object.
Who says that?
Bulldozer from this set.
Oh, he's
what makes. He's the rare.
Oh, okay. We'll get to him in a little bit then.
Yeah. Yeah, he's what makes Pile Driver insane. Because that was that combo with Primus in our team sealed that just was ridiculously good.
See, and I will say that this is probably where we run into the whole thing too, where the floor for Silver Pulp is a bad idea because you get somebody that opens up a brick, smash and destroy, and maybe they make themselves a Wrecking Crew team, and they have a chance to do pretty good.
Yeah.
What about just the Wrecker from this? Is he playable? He's got what, a trait and a special power? What were you gonna say?
Yeah, so his trait makes him seem not good, but so his trait is time to get wrecked. It's a unique modifier. At the beginning of your turn, you may modify Wrecker's combat values -1 until your next turn, and if you do, other friendly characters with the Wrecking Crew keyword modify their combat values +1 until your next turn. He's destroy blocking. He's 85 points, but he's a 10, 11, 18, 4. So I mean, he'll get -1 to his stats, but if you want, there's a few cheap outsiders, so you can just outsiders him. So now everyone gets +1, and he's just going to be a 10, 11, 18, 4. I don't know if that's good. He has a lot of points, but I mean, if you're playing like that Pile Driver and the Thunderball, I mean, it's very swarmy. Now, obviously you can't pull it off in Silver Pulp, so I guess it's a moot point at this point for the CCO since it's a floor.
Yeah, so that kind of kills it for the CCO Silver Pulp and Icy Regionals. But I remember now that this guy in 300 Modern, that was his biggest thing, is 85 points. He has to sit back. It's your leadership, but you basically keep him in your back row, but you're out 85 points, and that's really not doing anything.
Yeah. I mean, it's very comic accurate because when he does share his powers, instead of him being like super strong, he splits his powers into 4, so it makes sense that he would -1 to his combat values. But even though it is thematic, his point cost is just way too much. If he was, say, 50 points like Pile Driver, I think then you have something there. I think he's 35.
Oh, absolutely.
The 85 points is just too many points for him. I mean, even 60 like Thunderball. There's no reason for him to be 85 points.
Yeah, I think 60, just because what he does is pretty strong. In 400, though, you could definitely play this if you could do all modern, or if you're doing a Wrecking Crew team.
Mm-hmm.
But
and it also teams up with Brute. But yeah, because they just become like bigger threats.
When he eats up 85 of your 200 modern points, that's just not going to happen.
Yeah. No.
All right, this is the Hawkeye that I have 97 of. He actually was not bad, though, in Sealed.
The fact that you can't play just him and only him makes him a pass. I think you only play him in multiples.
Just play 4 of him.
Yeah, 4 of them with
the full Hawkeye swarm. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got Avengers, and he's got a 12 attack precision strike, 3 range combat expert, so he could be a 14 for 4 easy. And then when Hawkeye attacks characters on a lower elevation than him, modify their defense -1. So that's pretty good. 6 range, and it's improved targeting, elevated, and hindering.
Mm-hmm.
It seems super strong, but that 75 point line is rough. 7 clicks.
Yeah.
I think at the top he was really good.
I think he's a good range attacker. You just have to build around him to protect him because he's got no defense, no rollout, no nothing.
Yeah, that's the problem too, is that he's 75 points, and
There's got
That's
to be
what's tough.
better. Yeah, there's got to be better range
Yeah.
attackers. But at 400 points, maybe you can make them work. You know, if you design
Yeah.
your team around a map with elevation, also.
Well, I know Nick Ballou the Bear is listening, and I know that he's really thinking about maybe going marksman. And the one thing that he's always wanted to do is play Hawkeye and Green Arrow together. So maybe this is what Nick needs to hear. Nick, it's Pulp. Have
No,
fun.
I think Pulp is too complicated for Nick. He needs a character that takes away all free actions, and still you get like Perplex and Outwit and Pulp, and so that gets super complicated for Nick.
Prove me. Come on, let's go back to the politician era, Nick. We need Hawkeye and Masters of Time Green Arrow on a team. Need to see it. You can only use bow and arrows.
What about Thori here?
Yeah, I mean that's yeah. Thori's great for 30 points.
Always low, right?
Yes. Yeah, I don't know why you pay 50 points for him.
So he has at the beginning of the game, choose a friendly character to be Thori's master, willpower, but only if Thori's master is on the map. And then he has at 30 points an 8 charge flurry. When Thori attacks a character, Thori's master hit this turn. Modify his attack +1, so he's a 10, or he's an 11 if that triggers. And then a 17 toughness and 3 exploit weakness, which exploit weakness is huge in Pulp. It is not easy to find.
I want to team him up with Dog and make Dog his master. Just have a team of dogs.
I feel like you could probably do that.
Yeah. Take people to the dog pound.
Pete, are you a big Thori fan?
I think he's great for 30 points. He falls into that like low pointed attackers that have a high upside. Him and what, Etrigan for 30.
Yeah,
Those are two ones that you can easily get onto most teams. And both of them are coming in charge flurry and just messing up something of a higher point cost than them.
Yeah, 30 points, charge flurry, exploit weakness, and also brings Avengers, team ability, and Masters of Evil team in. So he's great. What is his keywords? Asgardian, Avengers, Demon Legion, Masters of Evil, Animal, and Monster.
Ooh,
Miles-
Demon Legion.
Miles, do you know why
Isn't
he
that
has
bad?
Masters of Evil?
No, I'm not too. I don't really read too many Thor comics, so I'm not sure.
I kind of want to know.
Yeah, I don't know who Thor is. I mean, he's Thor when he got turned into a dog.
I thought it was Thor's dog. Is it really Thor when he got turned into a dog?
No, it's not Thor.
No, I don't think so. No, Miles is just gaslighting you.
Yeah.
I think he's actually just a dog named Thori.
Well, that's maybe the name is actually Thor I because he was confused when he got turned into the dog.
So
Yes.
I don't know why. So he's a former pet of Kid Loki. So I don't know why.
Kid
he
Loki's
has
a Masters of Evil, isn't he? Or what is he? I thought he was.
Young Avengers.
I feel like
It's
there was a
Loki.
Masters.
I mean,
of
he
Evil.
does whatever.
He does. Whoever.
He's his only group affiliation is the Asgardians of the Galaxy. That's what it says for Kid Loki.
The one from War of the Realms.
Yeah, because he's also from Young Avengers.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what the connection is there. Then I have to look it up. Did we like anyone with the damage control ability?
I like
For
Lenny.
Lenny?
Ant-Man.
Oh, he does that for free then? That
Yeah.
Oh, that is good. Okay, so then Ant-Man was 30, so for
And that's
60
what's
points.
60.
Yeah, for 60
mean-
points you add Lenny at 30, and then his damage control thing is friendly characters may activate damage control traits as free instead of a power. And free once per game generate a Fluffy bystander, which isn't great. And then he has Empower and it's your leadership, so 30-point leadership.
Fluffy is not bad. That Fluffy's pretty good.
He's a 9 precision strike. The best thing about him is he gives
another
you shield. Yeah, shield.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shield,
it's another shield to you.
What I mean, yeah. So you get 2 shield. So for 30 points, you get 2 shield.
The Ant-Man was the only piece that we really liked with damage control on it, though, right? Unless we're going to find something later.
So far, he's the best with it. Yeah.
All right, how
'Cause I
about
don't know if we do excavator.
I don't know, like him. I don't think. All right, what about the worst Captain America in the history of Captain Americas?
Here's a nice piece of shit.
So
In stereo.
everything he does, Hal Jordan does better for 50 points. Literally.
Do you guys remember when Rogue took his shield?
No. Heard that was Calder's favorite moment from X-Men 97, though.
So he's
This
75
guy's not
points. Yeah. Once per turn,
Yeah.
when Captain America hits after resolutions, he may make an attack as if he occupied the square of a hit target. And he's got improved targeting, elevated, and adjacent characters. Running shot, 11 attack, 19 defend, and 3 empower. He just goes down immediately for 75 points. He doesn't even have leadership. I think that's one of the biggest things with him that is terrible.
No, the
Yeah,
19
somebody's gonna
defend
take
and
a-
empower is just... yeah.
That's what's going to draw somebody in, and they're going to be so sad when this piece just gets smoked constantly. They're like 19 defend and empower. It's Captain America, and then he's just dead.
And you're down 75 points. All right, the next two I like a lot. These are the Desir and Brune. So Desir is 30 points, 4 clicks, starts with a hypersonic blades, 17 super senses, and 2 empower, 11 attack, 3 range, ignores characters for movement, and a trait when an opposing character is KO'd, Desir and adjacent friendly characters modify their attack +1 this turn, and mystics. So this thing is awesome.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, yeah, she's just a harassing 30-point piece.
And if you KO something,
this is a great
then
piece.
things just start getting stronger.
Yep.
Yeah, and then Brune just makes her better.
Why don't you tell me about
Yeah,
Brune?
this is your...
Oh, go ahead, Pete. Talk about Desir still.
No, this is just one of the attackers that you launch in early in your turn, hoping you get something like, a Pog or something else, and then everything else is coming with a +1 attack. Hypersonic, moving through characters, so it's getting where it wants to go.
And then you're dealing with it's 4 clicks, and a lot of times you're only going to be able to deal 3 damage per attack in Pulp. So let's say you hit with 1 and you put her on her last click, then you either miss or she hits her super senses, and then she hits and she's got steel energy on those 3 clicks, so she could actually heal back up too. And you just took a mystics when you hit her.
Yeah.
Were you going to say something about Desir, Miles?
No, that's she's just for 30 points. She's just a great harassing piece. The 8-speed hypersonic with 3 range is still
And
decent with hypersonic 2.
And ignores characters.
Yeah, so she has pretty much 2 range. So she has a 10 square reach.
Yeah, she's a great 30 points. How does she work with Brune?
So Brune is, I think, a very unique and decent way of handling people with free actions to make them second guess without taking them away, or just damage them just to damage them. She has, when an opposing character within 6 squares, see that it has within a range, is given a free action. After resolutions, you may place Brune or a friendly character named Desir adjacent to that character. And she's a 7/11, 18/3. She also ignores characters, and she has her special damage powers, leadership, and Brune and friendly characters named Desir increase their single D6 rolls by +1.
So you're looking at leadership for 50 points, and the bigger pointed one does not have any move and attack, which I think hurts, and not being able to play multiple Desirs hurts her a little bit because she's kind of designed to play with multiples. Brune and friendly characters named Desir increase their single D6 rolls. Do you think you would go 50? It's worth it still, right? 50 for her, 30 for Desir, and now the blades
Well,
rolls
now
get
Desir's
+1, and the super
Yeah,
senses.
so now, you get 4 through 6. Yeah, Blade's gonna get +1. Yeah, that's, and then within 6, you can just place Brune or most likely just Desir next to that person that took the free action.
Yeah, and she's got 18 super senses also, and she'll increase her super D6 rolls, so she'd be 4 through 6 senses, and she's got mystics.
And the cool thing is that if they are within 6, like if let's say you place your, it's not once per turn. So like you place your Desir and they go, ooh, we're gonna outwit Desir, and then you're just like, okay, we're just now gonna place Desir next to that character. So you can, you know, so they have to be really careful in like what they're doing, replacement wise.
Yeah, I like that combo a lot. Asgardian, monster, mystical, ruler, warrior. And Desirs just don't have ruler. Plenty to work with there.
Yep.
So the Steve Rogers next is 25 points. I liked him in Modern because you have a lot of options to bring in once per turn for all characters with this trait. When a standard friendly character is KO'd, after resolutions, you may replace Steve Rogers with a character named Captain America of 60 points or less on its last non-KO click. Then roll a d6 and heal that Captain America equal to half the results. Is there enough good Captain Americas?
I'm looking right now. This is
Being
no,
a CUR? I don't think so.
no. There's really not. I mean, I guess you have the recruiter cap, and then the common cap from War of the Realms, potentially.
X-Men 97 cap, right?
Yeah.
That's not bad if you build a soldier team. And then if you're KOing, because you KO or you replace him, so he wouldn't go to your KO zone.
No, but someone has to be KO'd for him to go there, so you would be able to benefit from that.
So you're probably going soldier then.
Yeah, I think so. And then you have what the Disney Plus Captain America common. Is he good for 45? I don't think so. No, I think it's gonna be the X-Men 97. I was thinking John Walker Captain America, but I forgot his name is John Walker Captain America, not just Captain America.
Where is that one?
But he's 75 points. I thought it was 60. From Disney Plus, because he had the charge flurry.
Oh, okay.
Both of the War of the Realms ones you could. You talked about the recruiter one. I'm just thinking there's not a ton of options for that. I think your best one is X-Men 97.
Yeah, at 60 points, there's just not. I mean, the Mighty Thor has 2 Captain Americas. I don't know if they're good. I mean, Charge Flurry modifies defense +2 when attacked by a character with the Asgardian keyword. Yeah. Avengers Defenders War. Yeah. There's just no. Yeah, there's not a lot of good caps at all for under 60 points.
Does he come in on his? You heal him equal to half the result of a d6 roll.
Yeah.
And he's the only one that I was even looking at was an uncommon for 85 points, which you can't even bring in. Yeah, I just don't see it. Can they be replaced? They can. So you could use the Secret Wars Battle World shifting focus. No, they're 75. Man, there's just no options. It's really only the X-Men 97 one.
Yeah. It should have just been a friendly character named Captain America.
Or with Captain America in his name, so you can get the zombie one in maybe.
The zombie one would have been the best option, yes.
All right, so there's your options with Steve Rogers. General Ross we liked, I think, even for Modern, right? So 40 points, leadership. When General Ross uses it and succeeds, after resolutions, he may generate a non-unique, non-prime character with the soldier keyword of 25 points or less on their starting click. These generated characters come from outside the game. So 4 clicks for 40 points gives you sidestep, TK, mastermind, and enhancement, and a 4 range, and the shield team ability.
Yeah, unfortunately, they don't let fast forces. If the fast forces were allowed, I'm like, bring in Isaiah Bradley's. I think they really need to update that to allow the fast forces and the gravity feed sets. I don't think that's gonna hurt Silver Pulp by offering more figures to play. Because people want to play their turtles in Star Trek.
Yep.
But there's just so many options that he can just bring in so many different figures.
Off the top of your head, can you think of any character that is pulp legal that increases the leadership roles of people on your team or D6 roles?
In Pulp, no. Our map bonus is legal in Pulp? No, huh?
Is that considered the orange text?
I don't think so.
I think that they try to do away with all of the non-character elements, right? So probably not.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think it is. But he's 40 points for leadership, TK, and can bring in great other attackers. Tons of soldiers with the 25 point or less starting lines.
All the Dino Men, the Kree soldiers, the Kree accusers. A couple of things from Strange Tales. I think the Wand Agent will die. Is that one that had one? Yeah, the 15-point Wand Agent. There's a lot of options, honestly. He gives you a lot of little utility pieces if you're hitting your rolls.
He could actually even bring in Steve Rogers, and then Steve Rogers could bring in the Captain America from X-Men 97.
Yeah.
Star-Lord
Yeah.
from Collector's Trove has Soldier
Yeah.
at 25.
Yeah, you can bring in multiples. So this is a way of bringing in multiples.
So there's tons of potential with General Ross.
Yep.
All right, 017 Black Ants. He has a trait which is Mastermind and Stealth. When one or more adjacent friendly characters take damage from an opposing effect after resolutions, you may heal Black Ant one click. He's got a special damage power, which is Empower and free until your next turn. Black Ant has the standard damage symbol and can use Close Combat Expert. For 50 points, he is a little deep with 6 clicks. Otherwise, he's a 6 charge, no attack power, 17 combat reflexes, and 3 with that special power, damage power. No? We can move on?
Yeah.
All right. Now, Toad
Really? I like him a lot better than you guys did.
Why? All right, save him. Save him
Well,
right now.
I gotta play him in sealed. So you get team player, right? And he's still that free action. You can make him a regular size character, and you can use close combat expert, so you can kind of carry him around and stuff. He's sneaky and he's hard to take down because of the stealth and mastermind.
So Shuri makes him an 11 for 5.
I mean,
just don't like his point
he's
line.
like I don't like his point line either. I think he should have been 35, but he's like pocket and power for a close attacker.
He's Avengers, Hydra, Lethal Legion, Shield, Assassin, and Robot. So this isn't just an add-on any team piece. What are you building theme-wise?
Maybe assassin, maybe Avengers.
I don't think you need to go theme. I don't think theme's important in Pulp at the moment.
Well, then you're not playing this guy. You're throwing him on your team?
Yeah, I mean, you could, like I say, he'll be an 11 for 5. You know? He has Mastermind to heal.
No, we can't heal when you're dead.
You got to kill him first.
No, well, when you bring him up to use his Empower, he'll be dead next turn.
So he's 18. He's 18 from range, and he's 19 up close.
Unless he decided to go big the turn before. He's also not getting anywhere on his own. He's a 6 charge.
Yeah, I get that, and he's not great, but sometimes I think in Pulp you're not getting great all the time. I just think he plays better than what I think you think he does.
So Pulp's obviously going to have figures that are going to be better than most, but Pulp is also the format where you can get figures like Black Ant to work.
If he was 35 points, sure.
He's 35 points. He's getting played all the time for all that.
He just doesn't seem... For 50 points, he just isn't doing enough, I don't think. I like the next one
I don't
better.
think he'll win the event now.
He will not.
Yes.
Oh, I like the next one better too.
I
He's
would
great.
put money on Black Ant not winning any icy regionals in the current rotation.
Oh, he'll have a winning record, though, just like Simon Garth did.
Great. Play him. Play him away.
Yeah. No, yeah, Toad, he has Brute. Like, I'm sold. He has the
Right there. Right out
wall
of the
crawler
gate.
trait. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so leap climb and then free place Toad in a square of different elevation within 4 squares in line of fire. Like the... What is it called? Is the web sling trait? No.
Yep.
Wall crawler?
Yeah, it's
Wall
a web
crawler.
crawler.
Yeah.
Wall crawler, yeah.
Well, in this case, it's a terrible Toad King, Mister.
He's got another trait, Persistent Pest. Plasticity, and once per turn when an adjacent opposing character moves or is placed after resolutions, you may place Toad adjacent to that character. So he's locking someone down. He's only 45 points. 6 clicks, 8 charge, 11 poison, 18 combat reflexes, and 2 empower. See, like, how is that not so much better than Black Ant?
He only does 2 damage. So the difference
He's
between him
great.
and Black Ant
I have no
is that
problem
he's
with
going to be a
Toad.
harassing piece. Yeah, but
Right.
Black Ant's going to be able to do actual damage. But no, yeah, Toad is a great piece. I think Brute is the reason why I would say he is better for sure. Being teamed up with a soon-to-be named figure.
Well, and Toad's just a nightmare when, you get him next to somebody and then they can't get rid of him. So even if they roll the breakaway, he's just going with them. So, yeah.
Or someone like Moon Knight, who ignores characters for movement, that would just be able to leave. You can just, after he does that, you can just place him adjacent.
Yeah.
So he goes the running shot away. Well, guess what? Now he's going to be stuck again. And then you can poison. Or what, does Moon Knight always have reducers?
No, he doesn't always have reducers.
So, I don't know. For 45 points, I think this guy gets a look for sure. You can tie down a lot of their main attackers. He's instantly a 20 defense. And you got 6 clicks? That's pretty good. This Scarlet Witch...
No.
No.
60
No.
points? No.
So, okay, but she does a lot of things that are hard to do in Pulp.
I don't care. Just because she's X-Men. Just because she's X-Men.
She's not.
No.
She's Brotherhood and Mystical. She's got Mystics.
Oh.
She's got Mystics in the Brotherhood team ability. Friendly characters that are adjacent or have the Brotherhood team ability critically hit on attack rolls of 10 or 12. 10 through 12.
You're going to
worth
try to
60
defend
points.
this piece and crap on Black Ant, and it's 10 points more for garbage.
So for
Get outta
60
here.
points, she flies, so she's your taxi. She's got sidestep, so she can get a little further for free. 11 Pensai, penetrating damage is not easy to come across all the time in Pulp. 18 Barrier, so now you also have Barrier and Prob. Nothing?
It's not good. No.
There's better Scarlet Witches for less points than
Absolutely
this one.
is, yeah.
And Silver
The
Pulp.
Empire Scarlet Witch for 10 less points.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, this
Every time.
I'm just saying, it's
Whoever
Pensai, Prob, and Barrier. It is 60 points, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Fine, we'll move on to her brother, Quicksilver.
It's just as bad.
He's
He's
worse.
not good either.
No, he is worse. He's way worse.
Yeah.
He's
So-
at least hypersonic moving through people and getting at least a couple squares away before somebody just snipes him off the board.
Yes,
Just-
he can.
Just garbage.
He can run through people, so he can choose who he wants to KO him.
Yes.
He could die tired from all the running. So
Other
all right,
friendly
I'm good.
characters. Oh, we gotta see what he says. Other friendly characters that are adjacent or have the Brotherhood team ability modify attack +1. Otherwise, he's just a hypersonic piece for 60 points, 6 clicks with shape change.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on.
No.
So this next one, Zax, I played quite a bit in Sealed, and Oliver played him a bunch in Sealed too. We both really like this guy. Do you guys hate him?
No. I hate them because all you need is a water map. Everyone should just load up a water map just in case, because 9 times out of 10 you're never going to really use that third map. Have a water map. You're going against his next. You're like, all right, go ahead and take your unavoidable.
just playing like the Atlantis throne room just in case Zax shows up. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Absolutely. Just say it, whatever. And it's not a bad map as it is. And now you're like, okay, I put him on this map. He's dead.
There's ways around it. You can get terrain under him, even if it's in water. It doesn't count as being in water. So I
No,
guess
they
if
ruled that
you're
it was everything in. Yeah, because even the debris is conserved water.
what? No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, there's a post on it. No, it's dumb.
Isn't that one of the ways to get rid of like dolphin? You smoke cloud under them or something?
On normal maps, yes. But somehow this map changes to where the debris is still water. I don't get it. I don't know.
It was water
It
and
didn't
debris.
make
Where's
sense.
that ruling?
It was on one of the pages was months ago.
Is it on the win?
No, so I guess we don't have to listen to it since it wasn't on the win.
Was it just someone's random ass opinion on how it
No,
should
it
be
was
ruled?
there was a reason for it. I can't remember the exact thing. I just thought it was dumb. But I guess yeah. So you're gonna waste actions to get smoke cloud under him. No, I think that he just has no movement attack, and I don't think he's good enough at 60. That's my only issue with him. Is that because this is not sealed, so you're
pretty
not gonna be able
close.
to get away with a lot of things that you can't. No, because you can actually build a functioning team that can get an alpha going. I mean, you've seen what the team that won the 2 Pulp Worlds did with the Blue Marvel, you know, and the Soldier drop off. You
Yeah.
know, like it's so. I think that he does work really well in sealed, but having no movement attack and having a map that just deals him one unavoidable, unless you like, okay, we're gonna have someone with free smoke cloud, and so now that 100 points then becomes what 135. Just to make sure that he doesn't take an unavoidable.
Well, I think you just pack a piece of blocking terrain so you can blow it up and stand in debris if you need to.
Yeah.
But he's a giant. 4 damage. He's got access
Yeah.
to Pulse Wave and Perplex.
I just like the next figure better at 100.
Well, why don't you tell us about the next figure at 100 and 60?
Well, the next figure is Sandman's wife, Quicksand.
Not true.
You know it's his wife because it's not Quicksand Man. It is true. Thunderbolts, Brute, and Monster. They share the Thunderbolts keyword even though he doesn't have it. She has Unstoppables, Quickstand. Flurry. Other characters, friendly characters with the Brute keyword can use Energy Shield Deflection. And then she has a Stop Click, Reconstituted, Stop Toughness. Regeneration is free, but only if Quicksand occupies a square with a debris marker. She's 100 or 60. At 100, she's 8, 11, 18, 4 with Sidestep, Poison, Invincible, and Shape Change. And then at 60, she's what? 6 clicks long, 9 clicks long at 100. 6 clicks long at 60 with a 7, 11, 18, 3 with Plasticity, Quake, Impervious, and Shape Change.
She was good for brutes. And I think ESD is definitely going to be more prevalent in Silver Pulp. So
Yeah.
can you play her at 60 points?
I think you can play her at 60 points. The next figure is why you have to play at 100. So yeah, you play her at 60. It's interesting because yeah, we have 3 figures in a row with the exact same point values, and so you almost can compare them on who you're going to build your team around. And so I guess you would probably skip Zizx and Quicksand to play the next piece.
I'm still trying to figure out if you were lying about Sandman and her.
Yes, I was.
God damn it, Miles. Who's Flint Marco? And why are there so
Flint
many
Marco?
Marcos? Yeah.
That's Sandman. That's Sandman. He's part of the. Yeah.
So
Well,
why
he's
is
part of the law firm too.
So it's
Yeah,
Sandman's
he's part of the
daughter
law
then.
firm.
It's Sandman's daughter.
Her name is Nagiet. There's probably multiple Quicksands.
There's not multiple Sandmans. Or Quicksands.
I said Quicksands.
So god damn it, there is.
That's what I
There's
just said.
another
Yeah.
Kimia Alvarado, known
Her
as
name is
Quicksand and
Guyette.
Sand Girl.
Well,
Is the
Quicksand's
daughter
a
of
way
Flint
better name than
Marco.
Sand Girl.
So,
Yeah.
so why is the William Baker, aka Flint Marco? I thought that was his name, and then when I looked up his character, it said his real name was William Baker. So is that his
Yeah, no.
villain alias or criminal alias?
It's the same thing as James Howlett and Logan.
He just has
Where they
2
go, no.
names.
Yeah, he chose his name. Yeah. He chose Flint Marco because, you know, he was actually
Nope,
The
I'm not
first
going to believe you.
successful
I'm
case
literally
of Marco and Marco.
Nope. I'm
And
already reading why it is.
And he felt the need that, you know what? I love Kane. I love Man Mountain Mike.
It says, wanting to
Yeah,
know who his
Marco.
father was, but ashamed to reveal his identity, William introduced himself as Flint Marco.
Yeah, because I didn't tell you about because his first criminal case before he became Sandman, he was represented by Marco and Marco.
Yeah, he was an intern. He got some bad parking tickets, had a little bit of a temper. The law firm tried to get him off, so that's what happened.
Yeah, we have Man Mountain Marco, Sandman, and then the two Juggernauts. I don't know. This sounds like one hell of a modern team, if I'm being honest.
Yep, it is a different character, so there is no major separate character with the exact name, though she is sometimes confused with or compared to Sandman Flint Marco. Oh no. So this is the same person or it's not?
This is the quicksand Nugget, whatever. I don't know what the N is. Yeah. She is not related to him.
This is the content people come for.
She's Vietnamese, so she'll just be because it's Nguyen, so she would be Niet, is how you would pronounce her name, Niet. Yeah, because it's Vietnamese.
So there's two characters named Quicksand. One is Sandman's daughter, and one is from Vietnam. Is that what you're saying?
And technically three, yes, and technically three because or no, it was Sandstorm. I'm thinking of because Sandstorm is the genie camel from Ninja Turtles. Sandstorm. Yeah. He's a camel ally from Ninja Turtles.
Oh, I remember him. I thought you said Camo.
No, Sandstorm. Yeah. I know you had that toy. I did.
I don't know if I actually
miss
had the
those
camel. Fun fact, I had almost like everything except like the last wave of Ninja Turtles, and my mom gave them to my dad in a big, like one of those huge plastic garbage cans.
Mhm.
And they just disappeared at his house.
Yep, my grandpa saw a kid looking sad walking past his house and
Was it
gave
you?
all of mine and my brothers. I wish it was. Yeah. And that was the start of my villain story. That's actually how Hollywood Miles became a thing because all my toys 90% of my toys just disappeared, including the complete Ninja Turtles line.
Yeah, I had
with the
like,
play sets and everything.
the sewer.
Transformers. Yep, yeah.
So sad.
The Technodrome, yeah.
My mom also
super
made me
sad.
sell all my He-Man action figures for 50 cents each so that I could buy NBA Jam for $20 from Toys R
I
Us.
still actually have my original Beastman action figure. He's
I wish I did.
super faded and he has no accessories. That's the only one that I have. Oh, and the bee. I have the bee too. With broken wings.
All right, well, let's... Oh, Buzz Off, that was his name, right?
I want to say, yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Almost positive. All right, let's get back on track.
Do you like Primus? Do you like Primus?
Let's go.
Got a lot
I
of double
think-
hits tonight.
I think the last one you guys hit perfectly in sync.
I like Primus.
I love him. I think that he's
Mhm.
100% a figure that you build around in Pulp. Absolutely.
Does he finally get played
You
at
like him at
100
100 or
points?
60?
100. I
Yeah,
only like
I
him at
agree.
100. I played him in Sealed at 100. I know Sealed is a little bit different, but when you don't have higher rarity figures, he's a pain to deal with, especially when you can't generate pogs. You can move your brute pieces up to where they can't even TK or even carry. Yeah, he just disrupts map wide if you build around him. King Brian loves him. He kept trying to carry or place his Giant Man 2, and I kept telling him Primus, and he's like, man, did I ever tell you that this is my favorite figure from the set? And I was like, absolutely, I agree. Played him twice. He
Are you-
learned to love Primus.
Do you feel like you can build a full brute team, or are you not doing theme with this one either, and you're just kind of doing a lot of brutes, but still breaking theme?
I broke theme for Wong. Like, I was being legitimate about that. He gives me TK, he gives me Prob, and then I ignore Mystics. Yeah,
Okay.
I 100%. I was all brute except for Wong. because I don't like mystics.
Gotcha. All right, what about either of the hazmats? So the A side is poison, safeguard poison, and pulse wave, which that right there is helpful because there's a lot of bullshit pulse wave in pulp. And then she has a special attack power, irradiate, generate a radiation smoke train marker within range and line of fire of this game. That marker has, at the beginning of your turn, deal 1 penetrating damage to each character occupying or adjacent to this marker, not named hazmat. 60 points, 6 clicks, and stats are whatever they are. Nothing
She
too
gets a look
crazy.
at Clixomania. At Clixomania, you will look at her
because of
she has
Young Avengers. Yes.
Yes, that's
Which is why it's a good idea to maybe look at team up cards to be legal in regular pulp.
yeah, even if that is one of the ones that needs to be kept an eye on. But it gives Young Avengers a chance.
I think with Blue Marvel being one of the most commonly played pieces, her just safeguard pulse wave is pretty big. And then you can kind of almost like set up like a base with that power action to generate a radiation
Especially
smoke
if
train
they-
marker.
Yeah, and if they have 2 tokens, you're like, yeah, we'll go ahead and just take a power action. Because that's going to be a thing in pulp. You're going to see a lot of figures with with 2 action tokens.
Or maybe even place that and then place it adjacent to them and then lock them down with your own character. So they just have to take that damage.
Yeah, you tie them up with someone with plasticity, and then that marker is only adjacent to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's actually potential with that one. The other one is poison, safeguard poison. When Hazmat uses poison, characters she hit this turn are considered adjacent to her. She has ESD, and when Hazmat is dealt damage from an opposing attack, after resolutions, deal 1 penetrating damage to all adjacent opposing characters. 75 points, 6 clicks, 7 sidestep, 10 pulse wave, 18 invincible, and 2 close combat expert. No, you would. She's not good enough for a pulse wave piece.
Not at all.
75
No,
points is
I like the
insane.
I like the 60-point one better if you want to play one.
Yeah, she just seems like more of a utility than the other one, which is wild to say that, right? Is that having so the one that has pulse wave is worse than the one that is protected pulse wave and just makes a marker.
Yep.
All right, D-Cell's awesome. 25 points. You play her on Brute, and she's got a unique modifier. When an opposing character makes a range attack, modify their attack -2 if they're targeting a friendly character with the Brute keyword. And then her first and only click on the 25-point line for the special attack power is in cap. And when D-Cell attacks, hit characters have a maximum speed of 3 until your next turn. So that actually comes into play, I think, pretty frequently, right?
So she does bring in an interesting tech into pulp with the Brute, because you can just put her off to the side and throw the rest of your team out there. And so a figure like Blue Marvel will be a 9 attack pulse wave if D-Cell isn't in there.
Yeah.
So
and again,
as long
Moon
as she's
Knight-
not going to be in the pulse wave, it's worth it. Yeah.
Moon Knight with running shot.
Yeah.
So
And the D-Cell with the Brute means that, guess what? You're not going to be able to free retail against her or anyone. Yeah, Primus just completely stopping that retail, it really hurts Moon Knight. And then D-Cell, it's like, are you really going to running shot? Because now you're a -2 to -, And then if you also have Quicksand, they're also going to have ESD, so it's essentially a +4 swing.
Mm-hmm. And 4 clicks for 25 points. Are you really going after her as your main target? And then she's got a chance with her 11 attack, 2 bolt, 5 range just to hit in caps, and then you're just giving a token and then making their maximum speed 3.
Yeah, and then once again, if you're attacking her with a range and you have Quicksand, she's going to be a 20 defense. You're going to have -2 to your attack, so another 4,
Yeah.
Is it worth it? Yeah,
I think, again, this would be a very fun theme to fill out without a floor. So, Clix Mania at Adepticon, no Silver Pulp floor.
Yep.
All right, that's the uncommon. So how about the rares here? Do we like Arcade? He has a trait at the beginning of the
Unplayable.
game. Oh yeah, he's got
Yeah,
the
he doesn't work.
trap terrain. Yeah,
Trap.
so it's
Yeah,
pretty
he
much.
does not work in Pulp.
Oh god,
Yeah.
yeah, not at all. So 50 points for
Yeah,
basically a
50
sidestep
points
mastermind
for-
outwit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Completely unplayable.
So what about these taskmasters?
I wish it. I mean,
They're all so you have a close one, a range one, and a kind of defensive one.
yeah.
I kind of look at them as like the Batman swap on the same character kind of utility. Like you can find something to do with these pieces if you want to play them, and they do heal if you're swapping. So I think they're good. I don't know what team they fit on. Maybe Thunderbolts. That's a pretty good 65-point piece because you
It
got a
is.
range attacker, a close attacker, and a utility piece.
It's
I just-
assassin.
You don't get to do it though unless so the A side is free if an opposing character within 4 squares in line of fire made a close attack since your last turn, you can replace it with this one. Like the fact that they rely on something happening to choose which one to come in at 65 points, I think hurts a ton.
Yeah, but that's where the middle ground is because it's either too easy to make it happen or like
Well,
too
that's what it is
hard.
in the point cost though, right?
Yeah,
think
that's
it's
exactly. With it being as hard as it is, he should be like 45 points. I mean, he's a rare. If he's 45 points, you knock off a click or two, and then you're like, okay, he could do it at 45.
Because I think it's relatively easy to just not worry about, or you just ignore whatever he does. So it's either
What's
the
line of fire?
close-
That's pretty easy to block his line of fire.
Oh, geez, it is. Wait. Friendly characters with a nice move trait that began on the turn have. Oh, so then. Okay, so it's the one on
Within
the map
4
that would need
squares
it.
and yeah, within 4 squares and line of fire.
Yes.
One's made a range attack, one's made a close attack, and one is made an attack that didn't deal damage. But they're all within line of fire, and it's very easy to block someone's line of fire, especially when he has no improved targeting whatsoever.
Yeah, or just be out of the 4 squares.
Yeah.
And in
Yeah,
Pulp,
I
there's
mean,
usually
with
a
how
lot
many
of random
Free
pieces.
blocking. Yeah, you just block it.
Yeah, it's super easy.
I don't think you're ever really getting that.
Which sucks because I would like to play a Taskmaster, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. All right, one of these is which is the one that is banned?
Goliath is banned.
Okay,
Goliath.
so Giant Man 2. Miles, do you want to tell us about
I do
Giant
like
Man
him.
2?
Yeah, so Giant Man 2, when he has willpower, when he uses willpower and succeeds, he's giant size. You may choose that he gains colossal until your next turn, and you may place him adjacent to a friendly character within 4 squares. So you don't even need the line of fire; you just place him within 4. And then he has an attack power, Quake Super Strength, and when Giant Man 2 uses Quake, if he is colossal, he instead deals 3 damage. He has 75 points. He's 8, 11, 18, 3 with charge, the attack power throughout, and then invulnerability and outwit. He's 8 clicks long, and then at 30, he's 4 clicks long with a 7, 11, 18, 3 with plasticity, toughness, and empower. I do like him at 30. I think he's a really good support piece. He doesn't have movement attack, but I mean, you can TK him. You can, you can have a giant toss a giant, and then he can also free place when he makes leadership 3 through 6 or willpower.
Yeah, I think this is a totally fine 30 points. Avengers, Champions, Defenders, Scientists. So maybe Scientists or Avengers.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And he's got the big willpower, so that you just make him colossal instead of giant.
Yeah, and he has the empower, so he's a decent, he's decent support to help you with the damage, and then he's also able to do an 11 attack for 3 damage quake.
Yeah, that's
Potentially.
great. For 30 points, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Goliath is banned. Pete, do you like this Rhino?
Oh, he's amazing.
Would you like
I mean,
to
you
tell
can
me
look
about
at him on Brute. You can look at him on Sinister Syndicate. It's Rhino. He's got the Sinister Syndicate team ability, Magia, Sinister
Sure.
Syndicate Animal Brute and Ruler. I'm Rhino. In case you didn't know who he was. Unique modifier when a friendly character uses charge, modify their speed +1, and friendly characters with the Sinister Syndicate team ability can use charge, including Rhino. So he's always charging. He likes to knock things down. He's got a special attack power on his first 3 clicks. Super strength. If Rhino destroyed 1 or more pieces of blocking terrain this turn, modifies attack and damage +1. He moves through blocking, so that's important. We've talked about
It
that a
says
lot.
damage +1.
Yeah. So he's
No attack.
10 speed. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, modifies damage +1. So he's 10 speed, 11 attack, 19 invincible, 3 battle fury. But if he goes through blocking, he's going to be 4 damage. So he's awesome. So charge flurry, top dial,
I think
and
75.
handing out charge.
Yeah, I like him at 75. I mean, the 50
Yeah, I play
points,
him at 75.
6 speed sidestep or 10 speed flurry. All right.
Right.
Actually, 11. It's an 11 charge. So, yeah, flurry for 25 extra points. I think is totally worth it, especially with invincible.
Yeah, again, with Mystics being huge, Invincible is going to be a great way to counter that. And I think that Sinister Syndicate is probably one of those keywords that you can go back and look at SVAC or Beyond Amazing and actually fill it out really well. Even with
Even Superior Foes. Even Superior Foes of Spider-Man.
Yeah, you can go back and look that
He
far.
gives out charge. Yeah, Earth
That
X, because like he hands out charge.
That could totally
So-
change some pieces.
Yeah, there is a Earth X Doc Ock that is amazing with charge.
Oh, is that the or no, I'm thinking of Battle World, the cowboy one.
Yeah, because this Doc Ock even works with what's her name? Stunner. But yeah, now he has charge. He chooses to get flurry. Yeah, he's nasty.
From which set?
Yeah, there's
Earth X.
Earth X, yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, the
This
one in the
Rhino.
white suit. Yeah.
Yeah, like because now he's what +1 speed, so he has sidestep, and then he can choose flurry, and then he's gonna be a 10, so 5 to 6 charge with sidestep, so 8, pretty much an 8 charge flurry.
Yeah, this is a
11-3.
total builder on piece right here. You start with him, 75 points, and then you just go Sinister Syndicate and look at all the pieces that get amazing with getting charge.
Yeah.
And then he can
There's
blow
really not-
through blocking, so you get a 10 speed.
Yeah, you're right. Even going back to Superior Foes. Holy cow. Yeah, some of these
Yeah.
pieces get insane.
Just giving him charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy
Yeah,
what
still
a motorcycle does. Yes, Rhino's the motorcycle. Stiltman becomes Someone was looking for Stiltman, and now I'm like, I know why he's looking for Stiltman. Yeah.
Oh, did the SVAC spot get banned in Silver Pulp?
No, he did
Nope.
Jeez, well that guy gets charged now. Because he's got flurry and
then free phasing, half speed. He has 10 speed.
so he can charge 5, make an attack, and then free phase back.
Yeah. Essentially, giant reach 4 that ignores everything. Yeah.
And
Wow.
then, yeah, flurry. I thought this guy also got a free flurry, but I guess not. So yeah, easy to go back and just look at all the pieces that you can give charge to and how much better they get immediately.
Yep.
Or even if they have it on like their first half and they would lose it. Yeah. That's great. Like for example here, so I'm not saying that this was amazing, but the lizard from Earth X only has charge on his first click, and then he gets you deal him 1 damage, he loses charge. Well, now he still has charge, and he has now sidestep 2.
Yeah, and he's really good for 50 points.
Yeah, he with the healing, and then if you build around the modify all combat values +1. Yeah, I don't want to do a dive into Earth X right now, but Totally
Well, it's just,
build
you
it
know,
on
when
this
you-
Rhino.
Yeah,
We'll
when
bring
you're
Rhino
looking
up
at the
again
Sandra
when we get
Syndicate,
through. Yeah.
yeah, that's the thing right there. Yeah.
And that's a team that I find really fun, so that's definitely something I'd even just consider. All right, this Wave is next. 50 points. She has, when Wave targets a character with powers or attacks, after resolutions generate a water terrain marker adjacent to that character. Wave can pick up, hold, and use water terrain markers in terrain actions. When she uses a water terrain marker in a terrain action, she has knockback. Increase the damage dealt by 1, and after resolutions, that water marker is removed from the game. She's got flight, flurry, and sidestep on her special speed power. She's got the dolphin symbol, 11 blades, 17 combat reflexes, and 2 perplex. So 50 points. I feel like she's almost there, honestly. I thought she was a lot of fun. I wish that she could just heal if she was holding one of the water terrain markers.
So you're definitely going to be using her sidestep to probably perplex up someone and then generate a water and then sidestep picking that up and then range terrain action.
Is there enough people
So
that
you're
have
damage?
dolphin in Pulp that can benefit
Well,
from...
no, you're not doing it. There is, yeah. I mean, I think there really is. But I'm just saying because that way you can actually make her into a decent attacker with the perplex because it says when Wave targets a character with powers or attacks. So you can just target someone with perplex, generate the marker adjacent to that character, and then she can sidestep, pick it up, and it has a 6 range for the range terrain action. So she'd be an 11 for 3 for, 6. She has an 8 square reach.
Why would she have a 6 range?
Because when you're using a range terrain action, 6 range.
It's got to be 4.
Isn't it with the object? Terrain is like 6? Isn't that the minimum?
No, it was before they made small
I think
maps,
it's-
right? There's no way you can throw
don't-
something for 6 if your range is 4. Right?
Yeah, the terrain action, the objects are 6. Still?
What about just standard terrain? Standard terrains are just 4.
Is it 4?
Yeah. Objects
Where's
might
that?
be...
Where the hell is the...
It just prints it on them.
I'm trying to... They have the default terrain values. I know, I'm looking for the default terrain
If
values.
a terrain marker does not have printed values, its default values are bolt 4, giant no, burst 2 / +1,
okay.
and destroy 3.
So still... Okay. So it must be... Yeah, so I guess they did change it for that then, yeah. Still, it's 4 range. Who cares? Like, I mean, you're still going to be an 11 for 3.
If she throws water...
Yes. He increases the damage dealt by 1.
She's so complicated and
Yeah.
just still subpar.
Just throwing really hard water. Just
Yeah.
take this extra damage from water.
She's like Jason Momoa with that cup of water that throws it at someone. Who do you throw that at? He threw like a cup of water at someone.
All right, so let's just break her down real quick. I don't remember who we threw water at. So when she uses a water terrain marker in a terrain action, she has knockback, increases the damage dealt by 1, and after resolutions, that water marker is removed from the game. So when you throw a terrain marker, it's 2 damage. She will increase it to 1 if it's the water terrain, so she will deal 3, and then potentially, if there's no reducer and they hit something, knockback for an extra 1.
Yeah,
Super
because you can't
situational.
use. Yeah, you can't use terrain in a close attack for flurry, so you have to do flurry blades. It's super situational, but
Just get ready to call a judge for the argument that's coming from this piece if you play it. That's all I'm saying.
Because normally no one can pick up water terrain except for Wave or the Piranha tank. So
Yeah, you're getting a judge called 3 times for that one terrain action.
water can't be picked up or anything, only placed by TK unless it's Wave or the Piranha tank.
So if there's something that happens with water terrain, I feel like you can potentially build something around her, but it's not there yet.
No, I mean there's a lot of
Miles?
dolphins though. There's a lot of dolphins.
I feel like there's a challenge in here somewhere. You taking bets?
No, I'm playing Primus. I'm not playing Wave.
Okay. All right.
Well,
Yeah.
all right. How about Bulldozer? You wanted to talk about him, right?
Yeah, so Bulldozer is the piece. He's 60 points. He's a 7-11, 17-3. Destroy blocking with a trait Hard Hat Zone. When a friendly character with the Wrecking Crew keyword moves, before moving, they may generate and pick up a standard object or blocking terrain marker. And then he has speed power is charge, but don't half speed. So he's going to be an 11 for 4 always when he's doing his full movement charge. And that's what I was talking about with Pile Driver, who's every time he can take a close and a range terrain actions is free. So every time he moves, he picks it up. So you can move full speed, do a close terrain action is free, and then breakaway sidestep and do a range terrain action for free.
Right.
So.
And Bulldozer's got super strength too, so you have the potential again knocking someone back for the extra damage if they don't have a reducer and you hit them into something. So I think you run into the problem with trying to fit this guy on 200 points of modern stuff. I think that hurts him a lot, but there's potential there still.
I think he's good by himself, even as just a normal attacker, because you're always going to be giving him to 4 damage. And he has an 11 attack. So that's the one thing that with full movement charge.
Yeah, I just feel like it's 400 points though, so you feed this guy to a 400 point team. He's not KOing something.
I think you'd be surprised. This piece, he's mean.
All right. I think
he plays better.
I think he needs to be on a heavy Wrecking Crew team, and I don't think you can do that for 200 points. But I would love to be.
So yeah, I remember there's more Wrecking Crew in Silver besides this set.
Yeah, all the way back in Mighty Thor, right?
And then there's also a few, like we have the Wrecker from Next Phase.
War of the Realms had some too, didn't they? Or no,
yeah, War of the Realms has.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, he was just the Prime.
Has a Wrecker.
But
there's a Legacies, but
so yeah, you can't.
No, there's a non-prime.
Sorry, that's right.
There's a non-prime one. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when Wrecker hits with a close attack after resolutions, you may generate a debris marker and hit character square. Opposing characters occupying or adjacent to one or more debris markers modify attack -1.
Ooh, that
so if you just load up
team.
Debris markers, yeah. So 100%, like I think so. In the Wrecker from Next Phase, I mean, he's not bad. He has exploit Quake.
I kind of like just having a map with a bunch of blocking, and then you have the Wrecking Crew just destroy it all, and now they just modify their attack when they attack it.
Yeah, that War of the Realms Wrecker is sneaky good.
He's a 9 charge.
Yeah, he's a 9, 11, 17, 3, so 12-4.
12-5
because he'll be getting an object. He doesn't have super strength, so that's why you pick up the object.
Yeah, he's a great combo with Bulldozer.
And you're like, okay, yeah, come and attack me. Now you modify your attack -1. Just by loading up debris markers.
Right. I think it's pretty good in Pulp.
I mean, just him and Bulldozer, I think, are good enough for the Wrecking Crew on a brute team.
Yeah.
If you're not going to use any of the other ones. Because, yeah, the other ones are just way overcosted at 75 points.
Yeah, they eat up all your points too fast.
Yeah.
All right. How about the last rare Debris? Pete, do you want to talk about Debris?
I do. Debris with 2 eyes. Avengers TA. Avengers New Warriors Celebrity Soldier.
They're not where you think.
That's it. You thought I was Terex? Question. Traded toughness. Power generate 2 debris markers with 1 eye and an S. But they're where you think. Into clear squares within range and line of fire. Telekinetic Trash Tornado, which is an underrated power name.
Yes.
TK free choose up to 4 debris markers within range and line of fire for each marker chosen. Deal an opposing character occupying or adjacent to that marker 1 damage. So she's 4 range, single bolt. She is knockback, 10 with that special attack power, 18 ESD, and 3 enhancement. She's 35 points. I think she's going to get play. She does something super, super unique.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you just choose 4 debris markers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to take 4 damage. We're going to outwit you now. You're going to take 4 damage. Absolutely.
Yeah, especially with what we were talking about with big barrier teams that are probably going to be popping up here now.
Yeah, and they can't barrier on debris, so that makes the wrecking crew even better, and then it works with debris.
35 points for TK and enhancement also. She's Avengers, New Warriors, Celebrity, and Soldier. Yeah, I like her a lot.
Yeah, that's why I mean about how I don't think really themes can be important in pulp, because it's like whatever, like you find what you want, and there's really not a lot of incentive to do a lot of themes. Like even brute, as long as most of your team's brute, you can work around that and go unthemed. And she does something just so ridiculous that, I mean, dealing 4 damage is
Without having to
that
roll.
adds up.
Oh, yeah.
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 It's just,
Yep.
So.
Yeah, I think she's great. I think what you were saying, too, though, about the theme, I think we see still more theme in the beginning, and then as people start seeing combos and pieces pop up that they forgot about, then we'll start seeing more unthemed teams as the Icy Regionals progress.
45 and 35. Get ready to eat that pocket, Glizzy.
I kept the numbers. I got them still.
I know, yeah.
All right, well, that's going to wrap up Smash and Destroy. We also wanted to cover Lantern Legacy, so I think a lot of these in the beginning will be pretty fast, unless Miles wants to slow me down with bullshit.
There's only one figure that within the Hal's and Kyle's at the beginning that's even worth talking
All
about.
right. Well, the first Hal Jordan is the Green Lantern one. He has willpower. Modify Hal Jordan's attack +1 for each character that used willpower and succeeded this turn. So he could boost up to a 14 attack. Otherwise, he is a 50-point running shot, energy explosion, 18 with enhancements.
He's Green Lantern TA. That's it.
Okay, that's it. Exactly. All right, Red Lantern 1. He is poisoned but deals damage even if moved or placed this turn. 50 points, 8 charge, 11 attack, 18 combat reflexes, 3 battle fury. We can pass on this guy too, right?
Yeah, even with the poison, because you just we have a figure coming up that is a lot cheaper.
Yeah, just not good enough.
Yeah.
The Orange Lantern 1, plasticity. When an opposing character attacks, Hal Jordan can use the displayed defense power of the attacker, replace the opposing character's name in the power with Hal Jordan if needed. 50 points, sidestep, pulse wave, no defense, and 3 prob.
No, you're not gonna. The sidestep pulse wave is, if he had running shot, then maybe, but the sidestep, it makes
It's
it
a
hard.
weird power set.
At 50 points, that's Blue Marvel.
Or Party Thor.
Pulse Wave, Pulse Wave and Probability Controls are always a good pairing. So.
Yeah. All right, then we move on to the 002A Kyle Rayner. So if you remember, this is
Here's all we need to talk about. Is this the Fart Eater?
Yes.
Or when did we get to that guy?
Nope,
Okay.
this is the
Right,
Kyle Rayner that
we've
enjoys
covered.
eating farts.
Yeah, we've covered him. We know what he does.
All right. So that's right. Yeah. So all the Kyle Rayners are now 60 points instead of 50 points. So you get a 10 running shot, 11 energy explosion, 18 ESD with enhancement for 60 points. Nope. Yep. And then the Orange Lantern one is plasticity. When an opposing character within range heals. After resolutions heal, Kyle Rayner the same number of cliX. 60 points. All right. He's a 10 sidestep, 11 with no power, 18 invincible, and 3 range combat expert. Yeah. I guess it's cool that he can heal so he can just get his ass kicked a little bit harder again, just get hit again.
Yeah.
So you just basically
He's just standing backed up.
Someone just
to get
beating
punched
the hell
again.
out of him, right? And then they heal, and then he heals just to get beaten down a little bit harder.
You didn't see that coming, did you?
All right.
Just imagine this. If someone comes in there with Flurry Steel Energy with 3 damage, they deal him 2 damage, he heals 2 clicks.
That's what I'm saying. You just keep him alive and just keep pounding him.
That's amazing. You know what? I'm sold on this guy. Absolutely.
The Blue Lantern one is free. Choose an adjacent friendly character that missed this turn. That character makes an attack.
Yes.
60 points, yeah.
Absolutely.
Phase and
I should pro-
teleport. Huh?
I should probably play this guy just so I can watch the same piece miss 2 attacks that turn. Probably one of them a crit miss.
The blue one, yes. You, only for the IC regionals, I say. If you're going to cliX Mania, you're gonna be playing the next piece team up card, and this is one of the team up cards that I'm like, man, this is a problem in Pulp, especially with low attacks.
The Blue Lantern one, though, empower and free, choose an adjacent from the character. Phasing teleport, TK, 18 super senses, and 3 perplex for 60 points.
No.
Yeah.
You like him?
Yeah, I like him more on the sideline with the next piece's team up card. I guess I
Okay,
shouldn't
well,
say
that's
like.
different.
I think it's a problem
Yeah.
in Pulp with the team up card.
All right. Well, how about you tell us about this Purple Lantern Indigo Tribe ring, Kyle Rayner?
It's not Indigo Tribe. It's Inigo Montoya Tribe.
I hate
He's looking for the six-fingered man. You killed his father. Prepare to die. He has support, and when Kyle Rayner uses it after resolutions, you heal him 1 click. 10, 11, 18, 3 with a Force Blast, Precision, Invincible, and Close Combat Expert. The team-up card, though, is where you want it. And it's, he has free, choose a character named Kyle Rayner on your sideline if that character has a trait whose name contains an artist's. Friendly characters that can use support can use that trait until your next turn. And he has support, power, heal all friendly characters that can use support 1 click. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be loading up with the blue Kyle, loading up your team with support, have someone miss an attack, and then he's going to be making a lot of attacks.
So the broken thing was when you're making a ton of constructs, right? So that's not going to be an issue in Pulp, right?
Well, so the combo is it's not as easy to pull off, but it's still a problem when you look at with support. Is that there's tons of figures with support, so they all have free choose an adjacent friendly character that missed this turn. That character makes an attack. So all you gotta do is look at who all has support. There's a lot of low-costed figures with support that you load up. It's obviously gonna be unthemed. And then you have some figures in Pulp with quite a lot of range, and then you're just gonna be it's gonna be more of a time waster than anything. It's the same reason why like Prime Batman got banned in silver. It's sure it seems fine, but it's the point of the being a time waster. I mean, we saw that too, even though it didn't do well at Worlds this year. Someone tried it.
I thought it did good for
It's
the
just a
first
time
like
waster.
3 rounds, and then it didn't. I thought
It ended up 2 and 3. So I don't know
Okay.
what games they won, but they went 2 and 3. So
okay.
it's one of those gimmicks that it's problematic in that it's just like, why are you doing this? And they go, because I can. It's not going to be winning a lot, but it's just going to be one of those annoying things. It's just a time waster. And like just because it's not winning doesn't mean it's not a problem.
Well, know how this works then.
Yeah.
What about the Star Sapphire one? So he gets Mystics, and when Kyle Rayner uses it, after resolutions give the attacker an action token. So Mystics that gives an action token, and then 60 points. Then he's just a Mind Control, Precision Strike, Super Senses enhancements. You're not doing this either, right?
Well, so you look at his team up card, and it's Mystics. Friendly characters that can use Shape Change can use Mystics. And then we have a Beast Boy coming up that gives all friendly characters within 4 squares Shape Change. And so now you're giving a bunch of people Mystics. It's 120 points, but you now have 280 points to build around with it. So it's something that I think you can look at, once again, to be annoying. I'm not sure how good it is, but it's something you can do.
Yes, at cliX Mania, at Adepticon, where team-up cards are legal. What about this Batman? 55 points. He was pretty deep dial. This one was, I thought, not that bad, but maybe it was just for sealed.
I think it's more so for sealed, because it's Green Lantern core keyword or Herald.
Yeah.
Yeah, in this
For
set, he
premium.
was a great attacker at low points
Yeah.
in sealed.
Yeah, otherwise he's not going to be doing enough, because the big thing was the penetrating damage against Green Lantern or Herald, and he was a 12 for 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's just a sidestep for 55 points. The dial's pretty deep, though. He's got stealth, JLA, but I don't think you're reaching for this Batman, right? There's plenty of other better ones.
Nope. Yep.
All right, the Guardian Unique modifier: when a friendly character within range uses willpower and succeeds, they modify their damage this turn +1. I guess you can probably build into that when you're modifying damage. That could be really big in Pulp. He's 45 points, 6 range, 9 sidestep, 10 TK, 18 invulnerability, and 3 leadership. So that's
Yeah, but you
45
have
point
to make
leadership.
you have to succeed willpower, so that's a little iffy. The next
Yeah, but
figure is a
you're-
must play. I think.
Well, if you're having a team that has a decent amount of willpower, this guy's not a bad idea to add, though.
No, because TK leadership, absolutely not. No.
Yeah, it's worth 45 points, and then the chance if you have like even 2 or 3 of your main or your attackers on a 400-point team have willpower, that +1 damage is huge.
Yeah.
What about Ganthet though? I know what he does. But
I
do you want
think-
to tell everyone at home,
yeah.
Miles?
So Ganthet is he was created in a prestige worldwide book called Ganthet's Tale. That was his first appearance. But yeah, when establishing theme teams, you may choose a friendly character of this game. That character has the Green Lantern Corps keyword and the Green Lantern TA. He has a 70-point line and a 45-point line. We're not even going to look at the 70-point line. It's just ridiculous. He's a 9/11 18/3 with leadership, 6 clicks, not good. So you can go at 45, which is a 9/11 18 at 3 with sidestep, precision, invulnerability, and prob.
So real quick, did you say we're not going to look at it, and then we immediately looked at it?
Absolutely.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah. Yeah. He's good. 45, absolutely. Non-theme. Handing out Green Lantern. Core keyword and the TA.
Yeah, there's a handful of
And
full
prob.
movement charge. Give that guy Green Lantern TA, and now they can just bring up as many empowers as they want, or probs.
No, so what you're doing is you're going to go ahead and use
That's
your
a perfectly
boy Arkillo.
reasonable thing.
Yeah, no, I know. So you're going to give Arkillo the Green Lantern Core keyword, and because he has full movement charge. But you know what's better than a 7 movement charge is a 10 movement charge. So we're going to team him up with Tempo to give him 10 speed. And now you're going to be able to carry up 3 empowers. And so now he's going to be at 12 for 7.
That seems pretty good. Twice.
Twice, potentially, maybe.
Well, if you're
Most
not
likely.
hitting twice, you're probably not doing it.
Well, that means that you're hitting lower point characters. That's what I'm saying.
He's 100 points. That's or no, 145. That's a pretty good good call.
Yeah.
I think Ganthet's got plenty of potential. People are doing that in Modern, and it's paying off. So I think that there's definitely something there in Pulp too. The full move charge stuff is great.
Yes.
All right, then we got all the recruits. So Red Lantern recruit. All these guys have either a
Yes.
40 or 15-point line. You can only play one of them, though, because they do not have the real name various rule like they do in regular Silver now, where you can play multiples of them. We do have that rule at cliX Mania at Adepticon this year. You can play the various, but not in the IC regionals or the CCOs. So you can only play one of these guys, but you could generate more. All of these guys will generate more if you KO something, with them or an adjacent friendly character that has their keyword. Yes? Yes.
Red Lantern Core keyword, not just shares. Has to
Right.
have the Red Lantern Core key.
Yeah. But like Sinestro Corps, Green Lantern Corps, they
Yes.
all, they have their keyword, their main keyword or whatever.
Yeah, for Core. Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Red Lantern Recruit though, number 1 because it has Brute.
Yes. And then he's got a trait poison, but deals damage even if moved this turn. So this is not moved or placed. So if you TK him or carry him, he cannot poison anymore, but he can absolutely run up for 6 and sidestep and then poison for only 15 points. And if you get that KO off that, you can generate another one and poison again. And you can chain that.
Yeah, him and Debris go great. They deal 5 damage. So you have Debris deal 4 damage, and you have Red Lantern Recruit go ahead and do the last bit of damage and generate another one.
Yeah, I like that. And then Sinestro Court Recruit does something similar with the generation of it. Her special thing is Perplex, but only to negatively modify combat values. Another Flight Sidestep, and then she's at 10 Energy Explosion, 16 Combat Reflexes. The Green Lantern one is 6 phasing, 10 precision strike, 18 defend, and 2 enhancement. So it's 15-point enhancement. She actually has the team player team ability too, yeah. And then willpower when Green Lantern recruit uses it and succeeds, you may instead remove an action token from any friendly Green Lantern recruit. Are you playing her? I guess 15-point enhancement's pretty good with team player, right? You can easily argue that.
I mean, 18 defend isn't the greatest, but
the keywords aren't great. So you're either playing her on Green Lantern theme, or this is an unthemed 15-point enhancement that you put on there.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of weak defense. The 18 defend might actually come in handy in Pulp.
Mm-hmm.
And the 6 phasing flight's not bad. And she can, if you have more Green Lantern, you can copy it, I guess.
Yeah.
Pete, do you want to tell us about the Black Lantern Reanimate?
I do. So she's got the Horde's Rise, Blades, Claws, Fangs, Steel Energy. When Black Lantern Reanimate uses Blades, Claws, Fangs, and rolls a 1 to 2, after resolutions, you generate a Black Lantern Reanimate on its red starting line adjacent to the hit character. 40 points or 15 points, I think more likely 15, right? But at 40, you get Charge, 11 Quake, 17 Invuln, and 3 Shape Change. But at the 15-point line, you get a really good tie-up piece. So 6 Speed Plasticity, and then a 10 Attack, 16 Toughness, and 2 Exploit. So you're getting Exploit Blades for 15 points, essentially, and a tie-up piece that people can't leave alone because they don't want to get Exploited Blades the next turn. Yeah.
Well, and then if you get the KO, you generate another one. Or no, not KO, if you roll 1 or 2 on the blades.
Yeah.
Yep.
I do think, though, that she's going to be overshadowed by the new Vampire. Because that is a ridiculous dial for 15 points.
Well, it is Highlander, so I guess maybe you play both with Monster.
Unless you're at cliX Mania.
And their real name varies, so you can play any one that you want.
Yep.
Where is that again, Miles?
cliX Mania.
At Adepticon.
It's at the Bayard Center at Adepticon in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Not to be confused with Milwaukee, Oregon, which is where the Eagles live close by. So hopefully they're coming to Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
That's a good point.
And not Milwaukee, Oregon. So I'll have to message them and double check. So you do know it's not in Milwaukee, Oregon.
What about the 009 Spectre? So at 30 points for sure, right? This is TK and Prob for 30 points with a 6 range. He sees through hindering once per turn for all characters with this trait. When a character uses JSA to replace its defense value with Spectres, you may choose it this turn. That character can use Mystics, so you're able to hand out Mystics to somebody.
Yeah, and the good thing about that, too, is that since Dagaton is banned in Pulp, Spectre can see some play.
Yeah, super reasonable costed.
The dog-faced gremlin, he is Thori's master. This is who you make Thori's master.
Dog-faced gremlin.
Dog-faced gremlin, Mutt Rexsteiner. He's got team player, animal, brute, and cosmic, and a trait that's riding shotgun. When dog's carried this turn, he may be given close actions as if he wasn't carried. And he's a 7-11, 17-2 with 4 clicks, which is plasticity, blades, invulnerability, and empower. So I'm rolling a 1 or a 2, so he's only dealing 1 damage.
Correct.
Same.
Yeah. Yes.
This guy easily makes a bunch of unthemed teams. Animal, Brute, Cosmic are great. Team player, team ability, all for 30 points. He gives you your empower and can make a close attack after carry. So this guy is pretty damn good in Pulp.
Dog-faced gremlin.
Space Dolphin next year got an errata that made her not great, right? She went from like God tier to
no.
She went from broken to not broken is what that was.
So
yeah,
she has the anti-Hulk Buster, to where they go, you know what? Yeah, we don't want it to work like it reads, and then actually it's the same as Hulk Buster. Yeah, we don't want it to work like it reads. That's what happened. So
they hate the triple fish god. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So what was it? At Worlds, they were saying
You could
that
carry from 4-way and place it 4-way. And I was like,
everything
are you
was
serious? You're gonna
fine.
let me do that?
Yeah, everything was fine until they started to also say that you could place 4 away from her, and then I
Yeah.
think that's what was probably the last straw. Otherwise, she's a 18 defend,
So
30
they could have
points.
ruled it that no, you can't place it, and then people would be playing it correctly. And then it's a random like, okay, whatever. No, they go. No, I mean that's how it's worded. Like, but that's where the spirit of the game. Like, even because I told Lucas, and he's like, no, they're not, and I'm like, yeah, they're ruling it that way. And he's like, I'm gonna start playing it like that. I'm like, yeah, me too. Because I wasn't playing that they could place it 4-way. Because common sense is like, okay, you can carry, pick them up from 4-way, but not place them.
Right.
So yeah, I took advantage of that in a few games. But I still think it's great. I mean, empower from range, TK, or I mean, defend from range. Yeah.
So for 30 points, I
still
guess,
good.
you can definitely in Pulp make an argument that that's totally fine. 30-point TK, empower, and defend from range.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
getting
empower
some
from range is huge.
more playable pieces. Pete, I know you like Question.
Oh, he's amazing. He should get a ton of play. He's the Question. He's team player, Justice League detective, martial artist, reporter. It's Vic Sage. You know him, you love him. Pseudo-derm mask. He's got traded shape change and stealth. And then he has a nice attack power on his first 3 clicks. My face, what a rude thing to ask. Smoke Cloud is free, but when Question uses it, after resolutions, you may turn him to any click. So he's basically all of your support powers whenever you need it for 30
Or
points.
if you want to be dangerous, you use Smoke Cloud is free and turn him to click 4. So then he can't use that power anymore.
Seems like a weird strategy, but sure. Well, we were talking earlier though
Something you can do.
how hard it was to find like some of these support powers. So yeah, him for 30 points, giving you access to that, and then also the free smoke cloud is great. And team player.
Yeah, I mean,
He's got a
Question
great
with the
hat.
question mark for his team ability is definitely on brand.
Yes, super on brand. What about the Orange Lantern construct for 15 points? This piece was actually even good at full as a tie-up piece.
Yes. I'm trying to find his real name.
It's various.
It's various.
It's not.
What stupid drop are you looking for?
Blaze Gore the Loud.
What?
That's his name.
Is it really?
So, we have a few. Yeah, Zorfax the Unsolicited. Well, yeah, because I asked them what Durhold's orange brother would be named, and they gave Blazgore. Grundleth, Volcrash, Rumgar the Unbothered.
I like Glassgore the Unsolicited.
Yeah, and then they go, if Durhold is shame, his brother is volume. Like, that's all you need to know about it.
He's got 4 arms.
Yes.
He could take care of 4 people at the same time.
That's why it's Durhold's brother. Durhold really enjoys Zorfax.
The Unsolicited.
Yeah, that's
he's
why he has
actually-
volume.
He's only 40 points for 5 clicks. Tiny. He's got plasticity to tie people up, and he's got poison on the top dial. He KOs something, you can generate another one. More poison. I actually like these guys at
he's
both point
great even
values,
after
actually.
Yeah, and I agree.
Monster keyword, too.
I might paint one green and just name it Durhold.
It's actually not a bad idea. I have probably 20 of these guys.
Yeah, you have the air freshener, right?
I do.
Perfect. Yeah.
They can kind of chase people down, too. When an opposing character within 4 squares and Line of Fire uses Sidestep, after resolutions, Orange Lantern Construct may move up to 2 squares.
Just some little orange thing chasing you down with 4 arms just swinging is frightening.
I like it. I think this guy's good.
Yeah, I agree.
What about the Atom? I remember not liking this guy for 45 points. Am I wrong? Opposing characters that have Giant or Colossal can't target Atom unless all characters on your force have Tiny. And then he ends with his last 3 clicks. His super senses opposing characters can't target Adam unless they're adjacent to him for 45 points. No?
If his
right?
name was
Well-
Various and he started on that defense power, I'd say play all of them.
If you remember how much Miles talked about Anthro and Groot, Miles, do you want to try to make a case for this guy?
No, he has no movement attack or
Okay.
Groot.
That's your 2 things? So if he had
Yeah.
a move and attack for 45 points, then he's good, or he had the brute keyword?
Or Syndicate team ability. Yes.
All right, let's move on. I like this next guy, Despitalis. He's got poison
Yes.
and safeguard poison, and once per turn for all characters with this trait, when Despitalis hits with a close attack, after resolutions, you may generate another one on click number 5 adjacent to a target. And this game, that Despitalis isn't scored when KO'd. So he's only 25 points, 4 sidestep, 11 precision strike, 19 super senses, 1 perplex, and tiny. So 25 point perplex that can multiply, 11 precision strike, and a perplex, and super hard to kill.
I wish that
extent.
they said that click number 5 would have been autonomous, so that way you could then attack with the one that you generate and just completely surround them.
That seems
With
a little ridiculous, but yeah, sure.
That's how Despitalis works, though. You know, he's not.
Yeah,
He's a 10 attack. You know.
that's what he needed. They should be not scored and autonomous.
Yeah. Why not?
What could go wrong?
Look at paparazzis. You can't score them in their autonomous.
Yes, very similar.
Maggots pogs.
These are still better.
Yeah, I know. But they're in autonomous.
Mm-hmm. What about this Black Lantern Hal Jordan?
No.
That's it. 50 points.
Yeah.
50 points for stealth. Smoke cloud. 18 barrier combat reflexes once per turn when Hal Jordan generates one or more terrain markers. After resolutions, he may generate a grave hindering terrain marker adjacent to another marker he generated this turn. And it's your leadership. He also has steel energy with closer range attacks. And when Hal Jordan generates a grave terrain hindering terrain marker after resolutions, you may place him in that square.
Miles. Him
I
and
just-
Simon Garth.
Okay, I'm sold. All right.
That's all it
That's
took?
all it took. I forgot about my boy Simon. Simon Says Hal Jordan.
Is how much use can you really get out of the grave terrain markers in Pulp?
Try to think. Not a lot. I mean, you do have the rare Spider-Man that we talked about last episode.
Oh yeah.
That can get use out of it. So
You got 24B Spectre.
yeah, that's true. Spectre's good. And then you have the Death of the Artist, Kyle Rayner. I don't know if he's any good. I guess bystanders, why not? But and then you have the Batman.
It's a 5
There's not a lot of Kerr that.
It's a 5-click leadership with barrier for 50 points and steel energy. You have to at least double tap him usually.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not terrible.
No, and he does work well with Simon Garth. And like so does that Spider-Man, because like Spider-Man, you're like, crap, we have to make sure there's grave markers on the map. And then you're like, Simon Garth generates one when he gets KO'd. So then you just sacrifice Simon Garth to get those grave markers. I like it.
Glad we saved Black Lantern Hal Jordan. What about White Lantern Hal
Yes.
Jordan? Phasing
Yes, this one
teleport.
actually is really good.
You like this one? Phasing teleport when Hal Jordan moves after resolutions, heal an adjacent character 1 click. Oh, actually, I like this guy too. And then he's 50 points, 5 clicks. That's his special speed power we mentioned before. So he can just fly up anywhere and heal somebody. 11 precision strike, 18 ESD, 3 perplex. And then he's got a stop click, which is running shot, pulse wave, and stop, invulnerability. Regen once per game. Regen is free. Yes, this guy I do like. Justice League, White Lantern Corps, Herald, and Pilot.
So you go ahead and just move him next to Moreland, and Moreland generates a pog.
Yeah, right out of the gate. Good combo.
Yeah.
Is there a They got rid of what's her face, the doctor from the Orville that gave sidestep out.
Yeah.
Clara Finn. Is there anything else that moves people that you mentioned before?
You'd have to give him detective. No, that wouldn't even work. It would. Detective would work, because of the Oh, he's Justice League, so he actually works as well with that the starter JLU Martian Manhunter. You take a power action to move a friendly character that shows a keyword half speed.
Can you play the starters? You can't play the starters, can you?
You can play the starters, not the fast forces.
Okay, so because it's whenever he moves, it's not a capital move. After resolutions, heal an
Yeah.
adjacent character one click. So if you can manipulate that, that's good.
Yeah. So I forgot about that. So that means that starter Superman all of a sudden becomes insane.
There
Interesting.
you go. Trying to build a Kryptonian team now. I see Miles.
Justice League.
Yeah, nobody's building Kryptonian.
Yeah. Bruce Timm is the only Superman that is good.
I don't know who that is. You sound like a Superman fan now.
Bruce Timm is the one that created the DCAU, Justice League Unlimited,
I
Batman
don't
the
know.
Animated Series, Superman the Animated Series. That's Bruce Timm.
Oh shoot! What about
That
this
artwork.
Black Lantern Kyle Rayner that's next?
Trash.
That's
Oh, I forgot. It's not X-Men. Bruce Timm also worked on X-Men.
don't care. He has ruined his legacy by working on Superman.
No, this Kyle Rayner, I think, is
Here's more Grave Train markers, though. If you want
Yeah,
that sort
I
of
mean-
thing.
So he's got stealth for 60 points. When
Yeah, he
Kyle
also
Rayner-
KOs any opposing bystander within 4 squares that are occupying any grave terrain marker when he attacks before rolling.
That's not terrible. So stealth, when Kyle Rayner damages an opposing character after resolutions, generate a grave hindering terrain marker. So you would generate it adjacent to him, even if you range attack, right? But he's a charge. Blades, impervious, shape change for 60 points. And then he's got another trait when Kyle Rayner attacks before rolling for the attack, KO any opposing bystanders within 4 squares that are occupying any grave terrain markers. That might be a little tricky to pull off, but what bystanders are we thinking we might see besides paparazzis?
Bloodstorm, Moreland.
Oh yeah, that actually could be really good to counter that. I guess you'd have to probably go heavier into the grave terrain markers though, right? By playing the Hal Jordan also.
Yeah, and then a Spectre that's coming up, and then because you want to be able to generate them before he attacks,
Right.
because that's when he KOs them. So
you have to do,
Yeah,
if
it'd
you
have
want to
to
go
be
into
Hal
that, you
Jordan.
have to find more grave terrain markers, and then
So
go
you-
through Wheels of Vengeance also and see what ones might come up.
and now that's 160 points a year modern. So, but I mean, they do have Monster and Herald has some really good pieces in pulp. Especially when you look at Future Foundation and Fantastic Four, like you have that Silver Surfer from Fantastic Four, as well as that 40-point Fire Lord. You also have Stardust, who isn't even being mentioned by anyone. So I mean, there's potential there.
Yeah, you have to probably put too many points into it, but
Yeah.
again, if Moreland becomes the piece, then this is a great counter.
I think Primus is better because he can't generate within 4 of a brute.
Yeah, but a lot of people are just going to sit back and heal him for the first 4 turns and get 4 tokens out, or 4 bystanders.
No, when people are using him, they move him up and then heal him, like with what's her name, to give him free support. So they move him up and then generate a pog since they don't have movement attacks. So it's part of the alpha.
I don't think people will be aggressive with him. There's going to be a lot of people that are.
I'm just saying
not
that's how
aggressive.
they've already been played.
With the better strategy, sure.
Yeah.
But it's just like what we're going to see with a lot of other pieces where people think that just because they play them, they win.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because the Moreland pogs just aren't good enough without movement attack if you're not generating them right next to each other, right next to opposing characters. I guess one has charge. Sidestep.
One has hypersonic, one has charge, one has
Hypersonic, yeah.
sidestep.
They're not
Yeah,
terrible.
you're only one of them doesn't have a move and attack. And that's your flurry one.
Yeah.
All right, what about the White Lantern one? First time Kyle Rayner would be KO'd, instead turn him to click 6, then roll a d6 and heal him equal to half the result. 60 points, running shot, 11 pen psi, 18 ESD, 3 outwit. He takes the damage and all of a sudden he's support. I would say no. These Kyle Rayners like coming back to life just to get beat down again.
Yeah.
I don't hate this one. Pen size big, outwit's big. He's not on a 400-point team. If this is your third attacker for 60 points, that's going to come back and get his butt kicked again. It's not the worst thing in the world with supporting that if you get knocked at the later clicks.
Yeah, the pen
Yeah,
size
Teen
nice.
Titans has a chance. But yeah, he's not great.
Plus, he's got a clean white suit.
That's right.
Shiny. The next one, Black Lantern Batman, right? Yeah.
This guy sucks.
Yeah.
I watch this guy die every time I play him. I will never touch this piece again.
Nope. The opposite, the B side, that's where you play him at full. That's
No, yeah.
Yeah.
So
The
Batman's for
B-side's
some reason
ridiculous.
get a lot of clicks of health for just being a person. So Black Lantern, no. White Lantern, though. Miles, you want to tell us about
Yeah.
White Lantern?
Yeah, so White Lantern has 160 and a 100-point line and a 60-point line. He has cosmic energy and Batman TA. So he's the White Lantern Batman with cosmic energy. Kyle Rayner is just, not good enough, even though he was the one that was able to control all of the emotional spectrum. But whatever. He has a special attack power that's only on his low line, which is not my first power ring. Precision Strike and Telekinesis. Telekinesis is free, but only to place a friendly character that shares a keyword with Batman. And then he has a defensive power on his last click, which is Stop Regeneration. Regeneration is free, but only if a friendly character healed this turn. So he also has support on that click. So you can heal someone, and then he gets to heal himself. But at 100 points, he's an 8, 11, 19, 3 with 8 clicks, running shot, pulse wave, invincible, and outwit. And then at 60 points, he's 5 clicks with 7, 10, 18, 3 with sidestep, that attack power, invincible, and enhancement. And it's tough. I think there's merit for both point values, because you have him as a really good attacker at 100, and then he's essentially a Venom Magneto at low, because you're able to get the double TK.
Yeah, that still gives enhancement out.
Yeah.
And the sidestep, and it's a 5 range, so you're a little above average with the current modern pieces for that TK range. But at full, you have a 19 defense and unoutwittable invincible because he's got cosmic energy. And outwit. So outwit that you can't go back and outwit is great too.
Yes.
So I could see both point lines. And what does he got? It's Batman Family, Gotham City, Justice League, White Lantern Corps, Detective, and Herald. And so there's probably a couple things you can mess around too with as far as keyword cheating, right?
Yeah. I wonder, the Herald, is there any relation to Daryl there? It's weird. Not sure.
It's not that weird.
Would it be Hurled?
Yes.
Durled and Hurled? Okay.
What about Scar? I don't think either of these are good, right? So, oh God, 125 points.
Yeah. Really good.
Probability control. What is this on? Damage power. Probability control. When Scar uses it, she doesn't need line of fire to characters occupying any grave train markers. When an opposing character misses, if their attack was re-rolled after resolutions, generate any grave hindering train marker in their square. 125 points for 9 clicks of health, 8 charge, 11 poison, 18 impervious. 60 points is a 7 sidestep, 11 poison, 18 impervious, and just one of those special damage powers. Absolutely not.
Well, I've learned there's a bunch of ways to generate grave markers that we didn't remember. That's what I've learned so far.
This is a horrible representation of Mufasa's brother.
I agree. It really is. The other one, the B-side, is Sade. When establishing theme teams, you may choose a friendly character with the Green Lantern Corps keyword. That character gains the Blue Lantern Corps keyword. And then a damage power on the first 2 clicks, empower and enhancement. When said uses it, other friendly characters with the Blue Lantern core keyword within range are considered adjacent to her. 50 points, 4 clicks, TK, phasing teleport, 6 range. No?
Maybe.
Really?
Maybe. If you want to play Green Lantern core, that's all I'm going to say.
So what if we make Ganthet makes Archillo into Green Lantern, and then Sade makes Archillo into Blue Lantern.
So many points already, but okay. Actually, that's impossible
Yeah.
because now that's over 200 points of floor.
Yeah, I'm talking about for Adepticon at cliX Mania in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Oh, you mean cliX Mania at Adepticon?
In Wisconsin.
Yes, in Wisconsin.
That too. There's a lot of Green Lantern core in old sets. It's something, if you want to do it, you can do it.
I don't think
it's still
anyone
TK.
does. Yes, it's 50 point
Maybe
bad
somebody
TK.
does. There's one person sitting in their house right now just watching the old Green Lantern movie with Ryan Reynolds. just just thinking of all the ways they can play all their favorite Green Lanterns together during Silver Pulp. That's what's happening.
I agree.
What about the Yellow Lantern does Trevius? So this guy makes Sinestro core keyword assassins. I think this guy is very good for 30 points. Make an assassin
Well, he's not
team.
good for 50.
No.
You can play him at 30 though. Yeah.
Charge, 11 blades, 17 toughness, is close combat expert. But really, he's 30 points of make Sinestro core an assassin. So I think it's worth it in Pulp.
Yeah.
The Red Lantern one, same thing, 50 or 30 points. At 50, he gets a Blades, Claws, Fangs, and when he uses it, after resolutions, you deal 1 damage to each opposing character adjacent to the target. That's terrible when he doesn't have a moving attack. So you have to run up there, hope he doesn't die, and then attack.
Yeah. They should have made it to where he makes like Red Lantern core into another keyword. Then I'd be like, yes.
Yes, make Red Lanterns assassins. Yeah. He also just has traded poison, but he, unlike most Red Lanterns, can't use it after he's been moved or placed. So this one's bad.
Yeah. Yes.
Not good. There's going to be a run of really bad characters here.
Yep, we're going to go through these pretty quick. Soranik Natu, she was one of the worst ones, right?
Yeah,
yes.
Soranik not going to play it. Next.
Soranik, not you. Same one. Soranik, not you either. Tom's brother, Jessica Cruz.
Keep going.
Jessica Cruz is the sister of Tom Cruise.
Mm-hmm.
There's really not much to say about it. What he lacks in height, she makes up for it,
Sure. 60.7
He's everything
clicks
she's not.
of not
Trash.
Good. Yep.
Yeah.
Green Lantern.
You know what I really like?
I can't
His
wait to
charge and energy explosion.
What's wrong with that?
I love it.
Listen,
I'm just saying I like it.
I would rather have charge energy explosion than charge in a naked damage power. Maybe.
Well, it is a naked damage power when you use charge.
It is. But maybe somebody sets up and they're within 5 of her, and then you can try to do an energy explosion.
No, she's just gonna die.
Probably.
She's worse than Ant-Man and Black Ant.
All right, what about Red Lantern Lyra?
Black Ant.
I mean, she's Ares.
She is 75 points. She does not have the giant reach. So your opponent has to just let you get up close, and you got 3
that
bolts.
happens how often? Yeah, that happens how often?
She does have the
All the
poison, but deals damage even if moved or placed, so she can do that after her charge. She has Battle Fury for all that shape change. Yeah, I think in the end, just too overcosted.
Yeah.
The Green Lantern one.
So can't
who
use
are we
super
saving?
senses.
Who are we saving here? What?
opposing characters can't use super senses. But once again, it's
Oh no, it's just when she attacks though.
charge. Yeah, it's charge and then range combat expert.
That's what I was gonna say. Do you like range combat expert with charge? You like the energy explosion with charge?
That's tough.
This one's a little bit harder to justify.
Yeah. Stop
I like-
lying.
I like it the other way around, where it's running shot and close combat expert. So if you get based, there's still like a drawback to being based for the opponent. But yeah, this one's a little harder to argue.
Yeah.
But yeah, not. Gosh, he's so weird. 75 points. All right, no. The other Spectre, 110 points or 50 points. The cool thing that this one does, though, so toughness, when the Spectre uses willpower and succeeds, the Spectre and adjacent friendly characters have mystics until your next turn. If they already have mystics printed on their base, they deal 2 penetrating damage instead when using it. That alone right there, you play him at 50 points.
Yeah.
He's got an extra trait. When the Spectre would be KO'd, you may instead replace him with a character named Hal Jordan or Green Lantern of equal or lesser point value than the Spectre on their last non-KO click. Then heal their replacement character 2 clicks. This game, that character can't be replaced or healed by other effects. So for 50 points, you're dealing some extra damage with the Mystics, and you have some point denial. And he's got Mystics himself. Double rollout. Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, because it's one of two things. You're either going to get vengeance or redemption. So.
As his trade is appropriately titled.
As well. Yes.
What did you guys want to say about the Black Lantern one? That he makes markers somehow?
No, he's good. The Spectre, so he's Power Cosmic, Black Lantern Core Cosmic Deity, Herald Monster. It's Crispus Allen, or Astar. Death is inevitable. Well, that's dark. Steal energy, but with a closer range attack. Power generate a grave hindering terrain marker within range and line of fire, so he does do that, Rubman. And then he's got a special attack power. Judgment must be made. Pulse Wave when Spectre uses it, hit opposing characters occupying any grave terrain markers will dealt 2 damage instead, and friendly characters occupying any grave terrain markers have Safeguard Pulse Wave. So he's 100 or 50, so at 100 you're getting Sidestep, 12 attack, special attack power, 18 invuln, 4 shape change, and he is a giant. And then at 50 points you're getting stealth at attack power for 11, 18 toughness, and 3 outwit.
So what are you thinking on this guy?
I think
much
you
was
can
it?
build around him. I'd
Yeah.
say 50.
That outwit. Once again, because of how hard it is to get outwit, that can't get outwitted.
And he's a giant, which can protect himself a little bit with stealth. He's got 5 range, 1 bolt, so he does have a little bit bigger range than most pieces now. So I think if you really are dead set on monsters or Black Lanterns, there's things that you can do with him, especially getting Pulse Wave onto monster.
I like the fact that you give other people protected Pulse Wave. Or Safeguard Pulse Wave.
But it's only when he uses it. That's the problem.
Oh.
Yeah. If he gave friendly characters Safeguard Pulse Wave, absolutely.
That we're in it?
You're playing him.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But it's only when he uses it.
Yes. You like him unthemed, monster, herald, deity, cosmic, Black Lantern.
I think unthemed, he's just a good 50-point piece. He's just good for the points. When you look at him.
He sure is.
He is good for the points.
I'm going to make you say themed on somebody, Miles. Just wait.
It's going to be hard.
Excuse me?
It's gonna
Miles,
be
trying
hard.
to go... Is it?
It's
It
already
is hard.
hard.
Yeah,
it's
can
been
you
hard.
tell me about the Beast Boys? Both of them, back to back, go.
Yeah, back to back. So first we have the green dog face gremlin, Beast Boy, with Team Player and Outsiders. He has Doom Patrol, Teen Titans, Animal, and Celebrity. He's Garfield Logan, so he's Wolverine and the orange cat that loves lasagna as one. He has time to transform, and when Beast Boy hits after resolutions, you may give him a transform token, and you roll a d6, adding the number of his transform tokens as a result. 7+, you remove all transform tokens from Beast Boy, and then you replace him with a character named Beast Boy on the same click number. The 2 that you're going to be able to replace him with, I guess you can also replace him with the Rebirth one. because it just says it with a Beast Boy. So the Rebirth one might be a good, decent option that we'll get to, but he also can replace him with the one that's we're about to talk about, the one from Batman Team Up, as well as the one from Massive Time, the Velociraptor one. And he's 60 points. He's a 10, 11, 18, 4 with charge, a special attack power that's rough, bro, which is Quake. And when Beast Boy uses it, he does not deal damage. And after resolutions, you give each hit character an action token. You're probably not going to be doing that much unless you want to really disrupt and destroy some walls, because you really want to hit him for that 11 for 4. And he is tiny. And the next one, he's 7 clicks. The next one is Beast Boy. Time to transform. He has the same trait. And do dolphin tricks. This is Beast Boy Dolphin. Perplex, other friendly characters within 4 squares can use shape change. So he works really well with the team up card of the Star Sapphire Kyle Rayner that we went over with, because friendly characters that can use shape change have mystics. He's also 60 points, but he's a 6, 10, 18, 2. He has that special damage power across the board. Improved movement characters. He's sidestep. He has super senses. He has charge mid dial, and he ends with sidestep and ESD.
I think the Dolphin alone, giving shape change to everyone within 4, is amazing. It's also your Outsiders team ability access, which is huge.
Yeah.
I like the Dolphin.
It's tough,
Dolphin.
Yeah. I just like the dog better for just damage potential, but the Dolphin is definitely a better support option. But that's the cool thing, is that you can just transform them. You know?
Are you trying to transform him, though, or do you feel like you're probably just leaning into whatever the gimmick is that either one of these guys do? I guess you can like put him on the sideline, right? You're probably
I think that's
not needing it. But...
yeah. It's one of those things that you can do it if you want to, but you don't need to. So you can build into the gimmick, but at the same time, even if you build into the gimmick, like that, I still think like swapping in a Dolphin or the dog face Gremlin is going to really get benefits throughout the matchups. And I do think that I mean, there's a few options in Batman Team Up with those Beast Boys, and then the Rebirth Beast Boy I think is really something to look at, potentially, if you roll high early to click one. But I mean, 10, 11, 4 is, I mean, that's a huge swing for the dog.
Yeah, this is, again, I think I played him at Team Sealed at Worlds. He was great. I like him a lot, but that's what I'm saying. I think that if you're playing the dog one, you're building into him as like a big attacker. Whereas if you're playing the Dolphin one, you're just basically trying to give the shape change to everyone. So maybe you still put the Beast Boy on your sideline just in case at the end of the game you need that damage. So you have a chance to transform the Dolphin into the dog or Raptor. So I guess you probably still just load up your sideline with Beast Boys. But you're
because you have the option. Yeah, and you just load up transform tokens, and then when you're ready, you can roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like the last thing you want to do is just like, oh, you know what, I can roll, so might as well. And then you roll a 7. You know, you roll a 6, and you're like, I don't want to swap them.
What about the next guy? Pete, do you like Sandman or the Question better?
I like the Question better, but this Sandman's great also. So Sandman's JSA team ability, Black Lantern Corps, Justice Society, Detective, Martial Artist, Past Scientist. It's Wesley Dodd, simpler time Sandman. So what he does is if somebody uses JSA, you can give them stealth from him. And then he has Mystery Man, which is stealth. Smoke Cloud is free. So he can Smoke Cloud, and then when he attacks, he may instead target all opposing characters occupying squares with smoke markers he generated regardless of range, line of fire, or adjacency. If he does hit characters are given an action token instead of normal damage. He's 35 points. He's prob. He's sidestep poison, 17 combat reflexes and probability control. I think he's really a nice piece for the amount of points you're paying for him. A lot of utility. Kind of a pacing piece, honestly.
Do you think that he's wearing a gas mask because of how stinky the Kyle Rayner is that eats farts? Is
They're best friends. He just can't stand the way he smells.
Yeah.
He's like, not again, Kyle.
That's why he just wears it all the time.
Yeah.
Kyle
He almost
pulls
looks
out
like
his
Shy
lunch.
Guy. Yep.
He does. 35 points, though, for Free Smoke Cloud and probability control. Well worth it. Next one, the Blue Lantern Hal Jordan. This is going to see a ton of play. This is that one that has Empower and adjacent friendly characters modified defense +1. and he's got a 19 defend, and has leadership, and has TK, and has flight and sidestep. So this is probably one of the best pieces coming out of this set for Pulp.
So you know that Captain
Yep.
America that we were looking at last set that had, just empower and defend for 19, but no leadership? Yeah, this Hal Jordan does what he does, but better, because not only does he bring in power, he also modifies defenses +1, and he gives the 19 defense. So he's handing out 20s, and he also has leadership. He's a better Captain America than Captain America.
Now, is it true that maybe this is what happened to Captain America when Rogue stole his shield? He took
Well, yeah,
on-
because he's posing as if he's holding a shield, but he's not
Exactly.
holding a shield. So this is clearly when Captain America lost his shield. Because if anyone represents hope, it's Captain America.
So he changed his name to Hal Jordan, but he still has that muscle memory of how you hold a shield.
Yeah.
Might be some truth there. All right, how about the Kyle Rayner, the Yellow Lantern one? This is running shot, pulse wave, impervious, 60 points, 6 clicks, perplex, and when Kyle Rayner uses it to target an opposing character, that character decreases the results of their single d6 rolls by -1 until your next turn. Kind of interesting, but is that really going to be a big deal?
I don't think so, because he's 10 more points than both Blue Marvel, who has a stop click, and Party Thor, who has a 12 attack pulse wave that hands out action
Yeah,
tokens.
he's just not good enough for the points.
Yeah. All right. Going into the rares, this is one of my favorites. This is Arkillo. So I love him at 145. He has Perplex. If you do play him with any recruits, when Arkillo is given a move, close, or range, all capital actions, after resolutions, you may give up to 2 friendly characters with the recruit in their name within 4 squares. The same type of action is free. He has on his first 2 clicks of his 145 point line and first 3 to 60 point, a charge but don't have speed. And his damage power on his first 4 clicks only at the 145 point line is Battle, Fury, and Leadership. And free, make an attack, but only to target a character of less points than Arkillo. He's 145, so that is going to be most pieces. The only one I think that I can think off the top of my head is Moon Knight.
Black Adam, there's the Silver Surfer, but those are going to be your main things.
It's
But
pretty small.
I think this is going to be the first figure that we're going to have to really look at when it comes to results and the amount of games that he wins. I wouldn't be surprised if Arkillo is in the finals, at least top 4 of every Icy regional.
Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He's at 145, but he's pretty much the Rogue Prime of Pulp with those 2 attacks. Absolutely.
Yeah, but that outwit really hurts him, and 145 points is quite a bit.
It does. It does hurt him, but he's going to be putting some damage. I'm just telling you, I won't be surprised if he's in all the top 4s or even the finals.
We will have to see. I like him a ton. I'm playing him. He is pretty weak to outwit, but again, starting with Invincible is great for all those Mystics teams. You don't have to worry about the shape change because the Battle Fury, and it's another point of leadership. So I like him a lot. What about Nort, Miles?
Ooh. Man, I don't know if I can read about this character any more than I already have.
I'm sure you can.
So I just remember that video of me 30 minutes of reading his card over and over again. And
I remember editing it. Not only did you read it over and over again, I had to play it over and over again as I did that.
that was amazing. It's amazing. So you should know this verbatim. He's got Green Lantern Corps, Justice League, Animal, and Herald. He has I always wanted to be somebody's sidekick. He has willpower, and when establishing theme teams, you can choose a keyword a character on your starting force has, and Nort gains that keyword. And the cool thing about that is that any team can be theme, and Nort stays on it. So you can choose Sinestro Cork, so that way he can gain Assassin. You can put him on Brute. And if you're really feeling spicy and you want to just lose your Icy Regional, you can give him Kryptonian. He has another trait. When an opposing character is placed within 4 squares of Nort, after resolutions, you give that character an action token, which that actually works with the knockback. So for each square he gets knocked back, you give him an action token, so he gets double token up figures real quick. And he has an attack power on clicks 1 through 4 on his 5-click dial, which is Ring-a-Ding. And at the beginning of your turn, you roll a d6, and Nort can use the resulting effect until your next turn. If you roll a 1 through 3, opposing characters within range modify attack -1, and 4 through 6, Nort and adjacent friendly characters can use energy shield deflection.
Pass.
Yeah, I get it. I understand you want to pass because you know what? You want straightforward smash and bash. You don't want to use strategy because you don't know how to use strategy. So understandably so. I mean, I get it.
I just hate his stupid little face and the way that he punches the air. And when he floats in space, that is the worst sculpt that I've ever seen because he looks dumb and lost and stupid. And again, I hate his stupid face.
That's the entire point of that sculpt.
Well, then it translates perfect. And I hate him.
Whatever. He stole Rogue from Gambit, so I get your hate for him.
Are you ever building with him?
Yeah, he's on my pulp team.
Well, that's why he lost.
We shall see. How'd you do in Team Sealed? Just with Arkillo?
I got to play with my family, Miles, so I go to events just
I'm just
to
talking
have
about your
fun.
games. I was
fine.
saying,
I think I was undefeated. Maybe.
Okay, see?
I don't remember.
I don't think you were. I'm going to go and check.
I was probably undefeated.
You know what? Nort's back was broke from carrying Trace Glizzies. Humiliating his opponents.
It was a pretty good carry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
and yes, it was because of Nort.
Great for him.
Yeah. That's because he's got Green Lantern TA.
Yeah. And he chose Orange Lantern Core keyword.
All right,
moving on to a piece that probably shouldn't get played.
Yeah.
But somebody probably will.
Yeah, this
Lobo.
is trash.
125 points. Please tell me about him, Pete.
I don't really want to, but I will. Green Lantern Core Assassin Brute Cosmic Herald. He's Lobo. He's an expert antagonizer, much like Redman. Perplex. When he uses it to target an opposing character, that character can use Battle Fury. That's probably about the best thing he does. He's got Willpower also. When a friendly character within range uses Willpower and succeeds after resolutions, heal Lobo 1 click. That sounds good, and still he just dies anyway. And he's got Space Punt, Close Combat Expert, Knockback. 125 points for 7 clicks. Not good enough, man.
Man,
cool sculpt.
Hold on now. I didn't like him until I remembered the Battle Fury thing. That can completely shut down Blue Marvel.
Yes, you're playing 125 points to shut down a 50-point piece.
That's all I got, yeah.
Yeah.
But I just hate
Miles,
that.
you want to try to polish this turd?
Miles hates him so much he left.
Would you play this at 75? That's my question.
Honestly, that's what he should be worth. Yeah, if he was 75 points, he's a 10 charge, 12 for 5 with that knockback, but he doesn't have protected outwit. His values aren't that crazy, so 125 points is just insane. And
for a
it's
chance
so
to
easy.
Heal.
Well, it's so easy to just kill him. Do you really care that he heals? He's just dead.
No. One piece on the other team with Pensai, and this guy's just getting smoked.
You know what? Someone's going to go to their ices with their family, and they're going to play for fun, and they want to play Lobo.
Yep.
Someone's going to play Lobo.
Someone will.
All right. Let's move on to a piece that's better than Lobo.
They will get top 16 when there's 16 players.
All right, Jade. I think I remember liking Jade, right? Yeah. She had team player, team ability.
Yeah, she's good.
Willpower when Jade uses it and succeeds after resolutions generate 2 plant hindering terrain markers. This game, those markers have when this marker hinders line of fire, characters instead modify defense +2. If Jade occupies or is adjacent to any plant terrain markers, modify her attack and defense +1. So those markers don't go away. They're there for the whole game. And then she has, for 55 points, improved targeting, hindering, 4 range, 2 bolts, 7 hypersonic speed, 11 precision strike, 18 ESD, and 3 leadership. 6 clicks. If she takes 2 damage on her 3rd click for the rest of her dial, she has precision strike and steal energy for the chance to heal back up. So I think she's great. Mystical Herald, Outsiders, Justice Society, Justice League, Green Lantern core keywords.
Yeah, the one thing missing is the Outsiders TA. And then I'm like, you know what? You probably play her. I think she's okay and she's potentially good with the hypersonic and the plant markers. Because there's really not a lot of improved targeting hindering.
Correct.
So.
And the leadership too. I think you're obviously way more limited in pulp with leaders, so she's definitely a good attacker. She's not the easiest one to pin down. And she has the chance to heal, so I like her.
Yep.
Now, I do not like this Orange Lantern Lex Luthor. I feel like you guys both told me you did like him, and then you backtracked on that, or is that no?
I
No,
think we
I
liked
liked
him
him.
in Sealed.
Yeah, I liked him in Sealed. I still think
Yeah.
there's something there in pulp. I'm not sure if it's going to be at 60 or 120. His dials is just 20
What does
points
he do?
too high on both.
Tell me all the things
So
that
he
he
has-
does.
So he has corporate greed. He has plasticity. When an opposing character within range and line of fire uses probability control, Lex Luthor may reroll the roll they rerolled of the reroll. Lex Luthor may be equipped with up to 2 equipment, which you might say, well, this is pulp. Well, yeah, I know, but we have Shuri. We also have another figure that's going to be handy coming out soon from the Venom set that's going to make him look pretty good at 120. Sadly, but he has a special attack power. So this is what's interesting is that he doesn't start with this at 120, so it's tough. But it's penetrating psychic blast. Lex Luthor can use all improved target and improved movement abilities that opposing characters can use. And it's got a really weird name because what he really wants is to be Superman. And so what I'm thinking is based off of his hairline, this is Austin, my favorite dinosaur. This is Austin. He wants to be Superman. Sorry, Austin, I had to throw that shot. I feel bad. I'm sorry. And then he has a special defensive power on his 120 line, which is a motivation, made flesh, impervious, and mastermind, but not the special attack power. I could totally see Austin just doing that, throwing his hands up. What I really want is to be Superman. I need to get him this armor now.
Yes.
Yeah, he has to wear this armor.
No one's building with this,
You're
though, right?
assuming he did. No.
No. He's so close, but once again, they I guess the reason why they paid him by 20 points is they go, well, he can be equipped with 2 objects, so let's up his cost by 20 points on both lines. He should be 140. That's
140. I don't know. Even the 100.
Yeah.
That sounds 40. Sure. The 100 even sounds like a little too much, though.
It does, but that's just how it usually is that their top line is. If he was 40 points, you're never playing him no matter what the top line is. Even if it was 75 points. I don't know if you're going to pay 35 points for that.
Playing him at all, period. So, all right,
well, this could also be Harris.
Ah.
Because what is Harris like? He likes Kryptonian.
He does.
Which means he really wants to be Superman. So maybe Harris shows up to Adepticon with his head shaved and an orange armor.
That would be pretty extreme.
Do it, Harris.
What about
next figure's banned?
Yeah, so this one's banned. I'm curious. Do you guys think he needed to be banned though?
No, I think
with fam.
Yeah.
No, they banned him based off of what he can do on paper. I don't think he's like Goliath because Goliath was obvious with the way that he worked is that it was very toxic because there's really not a lot of improved movement, just straight blocking. So, but this one, I just don't know if he was. No.
You have so many characters that that can just blow through blocking anyway, and just get to you. That is it really that big of a deal if this guy shoots through it with his 5 range? I think the worst thing is probably teaming him up with Nathaniel Richards and giving him Pulse Wave maybe. But even then, you still kind of control on who he can target because you have to move or attacked. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I don't think Rotlap fan needed to get the ban, but.
No, I think I'd have liked to see him go through his season and see what he did.
Yeah.
And he'd gotten played a ton, but can't play
because he's getting played 0 right now. So that's why
he's
Pulp is supposed to exist.
Depth.
Exactly. So he definitely wasn't broken, and this was a chance for him to actually get played. Next one is that Alan Scott. This one's not bad at 25 points. I actually do like him quite a bit at 25. It's sidestep, 9 attack, but pulse wave, 17 ESD willpower. Friendly characters within range consider each other as adjacent for the purposes of JSA team ability, and perplex. So he's a flying sidestep that can pulse wave and has perplex for 25 points. I like him.
Yeah,
Mystical
because
Past.
you can get team player with a high defense, and then now you're like, okay, we're handing out a JSA just to at range, because you can go ahead and get that for what you can even bump it up with some shield TAs, so you can technically get like what a 17 square reach.
Mm-hmm.
So
Never at 70 though, right?
no.
No, 25.
Gambler. This
Ah,
guy's just kind
yeah.
of fun. You're gonna play him?
Yeah.
I think he's fun. I don't see this guy doing enough for
Yeah.
40.
Absolutely. I just gotta flip a coin. You know, I'm thinking like him and Debris. Like, how many? What can I do? Since I'm going to cliX Mania Adepticon at Milwaukee, Wisconsin, I'm thinking about just like him, Debris, and like a bunch of Red Lantern recruits. Just try not to roll.
What if you say, I'm gonna flip a coin, heads I poison you, tails I don't poison you, with every single Red Lantern recruit?
I mean, I'm sure people would care for that wager.
I think that would be fun.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Why
That means
did
it's
Miles suddenly
penetrating.
become Two-Face? And why does this
I've
guy
always
look like
been
Christopher Lloyd?
That's not. That's
You guys
Lou.
see that?
A little
Put
bit,
Lou in
It
that
does
actually.
look
suit.
like Lou.
Ooh, it does look
Yeah.
like Lou, yeah.
That is the
Can
king
we
of
get
New
Lou that
Orleans.
outfit?
Yes.
Lou.
Are those cards, or is that a fan?
Cards.
Okay.
He's the gambler.
He has really thick cards.
Well, maybe he's in the bayou and it's really hot and he's fanning himself.
Makes
Well,
sense.
maybe they're
'cause
cards that
New
he's
Orleans-
using as a fan.
Maybe
Yeah.
it is a fan made out of cards.
Maybe it's the character cards of the team that he's playing.
I'm really proud nobody has sang Kenny Rogers, the gambler, because I really want to right now.
It'll get blocked.
Every time I think of King Rogers, I think of was it Mad TV?
Mad
Ah,
TV, yes.
Yeah, I'm Kenny Rogers.
It's getting a little late, but I got a Kenny Rogers story.
I'll listen.
I met him one time when I was in 6th grade. I won like this contest. My parents were super excited. I had no idea who he was. So we went to a Kenny Rogers show, and I got to meet him. He's actually pretty short, or was pretty short. I don't know if he's still around. Lots
Is that
of makeup.
before or
Nice
after
guy
the
though.
Jackass?
Yeah, yeah. We did. And then we went to his Christmas special. It was a nice evening. Thank you for listening to my Kenny Rogers story.
That's a great
I'll have to dig.
story.
I'll have to dig up that photo somewhere.
I have to watch the Kenny Rogers Jackass now. Those are some of my favorite clips.
All right, we're almost done here. This
Fair.
is the A side to Guy Gardner. Miles, I'll let you guys finish these out for me. Let's go.
All right, so he has willpower, stubborn will. Willpower, but succeeds on a roll of 4 through 6, and constructs generated by Guy Gardner have JLA. He has JLA and Green Lantern Corps keyword. He has a special speed power on his last 4 clicks of his 8-click dial, which is I don't need a ring to kick your butt, charge, earthbound, neutralized, and flurry. When this power is first revealed, if Guy Gardner is equipped, you may unequip him. If you do, Guy Gardner modifies his combat values +2 this game. He starts as an 8, 11, 18, 3 with 4 range, running shot, energy explosion, toughness, and range combat expert. And that power is pretty easy to blow through, but I mean, it's pulp, so you're really not dealing a lot of damage. And so this is a perfect figure that works with Shuri. So you equip him with Shuri on a warrior team, and then all of a sudden he's able to get a +2. So he'll have a charge, flurries, 6 speed, 12 attack, or 13 attack, 20 with 21 defense or 20 defense, and then 4 damage. So I mean, he's not too bad for 75 points in pulp, specifically with Shuri. I had to play against 2 of those, and yeah, it worried me when I was attacking him. I'm like, man, I don't want to deal with this.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what I was going to say. The Shuri combo with him, and you can always heal him back up too, right? Because then at the top,
Yeah.
he is a 14 for 6 range combat expert.
Yeah,
You
because
can
it
get him
says
back
this
up there.
game. So yeah,
So you can
yeah,
heal
it's
him
pretty
back
easy
up.
to heal him. Yeah,
This is his format if you're gonna play him.
Yes, and that's it.
it almost looks like Calder with a bowl cut. If I'm being honest. I mean, look at that face. That's Calder.
A little bit.
That's Calder Gardner. Guy Calder.
Gardner.
Guy Caldner.
All right, Joe Mullen, Green Lantern TA, Green Lantern Corps, Cosmic Hero Police, Sojourner Mullen. That's where you get the Joe. It's short for Sojourner.
Oh, thank you.
See through it. See it through. Willpower. When Joe Mullen uses it and fails, modify her defense +2 until your next turn. When she uses it and succeeds, she has flight until your next turn. I feel like she could have gotten something better than just flight, but whatever. She's got a special damage power, special investigations, free, choose outwit or perplex. That's pretty good. Joe Mullen can use the chosen power till next turn. She's only 50 points, running shot, precision strike, ESD, and that special damage power. So getting 2 of the main support powers on a 50-point piece on some keywords that might see play. There's certainly worse pieces we've talked about.
And certainly better pieces.
Yes.
But not with better glasses.
No,
I will
those
tell you to
glasses,
find me
I
better
need
glasses.
Those. I need those glasses, actually.
We need to get you those glasses, actually.
Yes. I'll look them up.
You'll lick them up?
I'll look them up. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go back to back here. I got it, Miles.
Do it.
Because
All right, go.
I actually like this guy, Hal Jordan. He's got a yellow suit. Justice League Sinestro Corps Herald Pilot. It's Hal Jordan, but in the yellow suit. That's not his name. I'm just editorializing. Burn like his powers, Sinestro's might, and he might have chlamydia. Perplex when Hal Jordan uses it to target an opposing character. After resolutions, he may knock back that character. 5 range, triple target, hypersonic speed for 8, 11 precision strike, 18 toughness, 3 outwit. He flies, he's 50 points. That's pretty good.
So compare this guy to Joe, right? He has perplex, he has outwit, he has
And
flight.
they let him fly.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're the same
Yeah.
cost. So I got to play this guy in a BR.
I know.
I like this guy a ton.
Yeah, that's
So-
yeah. Same rarity makes no sense.
I mean, I get the comparison because they're just right next to each other, but you can play them on different keywords. They do slightly different things. I just think he's a great 50-point attacker.
Yeah, but he's way better. Right?
Not if he has chlamydia.
That's true.
I mean, then, yeah,
Then he's worse, probably.
maybe.
All right. This is the last piece of the set for the CURs of Lantern Legacy. This is the ridiculous helmet, Red Lantern Kyle Rayner. He has poison. When Kyle Rayner uses it, he may instead roll a d6 and deal damage to each adjacent opposing character equal to half the result right before you destroy him for 60
If
points.
you leave your pieces sitting next to this guy, you deserve whatever happens to you. If this guy isn't immediately dead. Let me just
if you
say
let
that.
this guy with this helmet sneak up on you and poison you,
So just think of it this way. So he's on your sideline. You're using that team up Kyle Jordan or team up Kyle Rayner, and you're like, you know what? I have a bunch of people with support, and they've surrounded me. All right, okay. We're now going to take free and use this ability, and so now everyone gets to use poison that's able to roll a d6 to deal the damage.
so that's the combo you're going to go with?
Yeah, I'm trying to polish this turd.
You
He's
can
kinda
only do
shiny.
that at cliX Mania at Adepticon in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Exactly.
And if you do that, you have to wear this helmet. That's the requirement.
Yep, and we're going to be killing an endangered species. And there's going to be 2 of them. We're bringing, extraditing 2 of them to Milwaukee. They haven't been seen there in centuries. It's going to be 2 eagles, and we're skeet shoot them
We've lost contain.
live on YouTube.
We've lost contain.
All right, that is 2 modern sets down and 2 to go, and then we're gonna go on to silver. And
Oh my God, are we doing all the
Aw.
sets in silver too?
Oh yeah, we're gonna be pumping these
Oh
out.
my
So
goodness.
I'll see you boys tomorrow night when we record the next episode. And remember,
And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for ya!
Click it!
Cause I'm solar. La 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 la, I'm solar.
Get wrecked, birds.
Hi, I'm Kenny Rogers, and this is Jackass. I'm Kenny Rogers. This is self-defense. We're gonna test out some self-defense items. We got pepper spray, electric cattle prods, a sword, I guess, nunchucks, and bats. We're gonna see which one of these items is best for the consumer self-defense. Is pepper spray. Give me all your money. This is the cattle prod. Now, hey, aren't you the guy from Blink 182? Okay, stop, don't go. Stop, man. That's the end of self-defense. I'm not gonna do any more. The pepper spray was tough. Cattle prods hurt like a son of a bitch, and I ain't going near any of the rest of it. Just that. I'm Kenny Rogers, and this is the off-road toy downhill. See all these toys? We're gonna race these. Let's go. I'm Kenny Rogers, and this is the shopping cart trick. I'm Kenny Rogers, and this is the back fetcher trick with my teeth. I'm Kenny Rogers, and this is the dairy challenge. Each one of these jackasses has some dairy products in front of them, and then the winner is the one who finishes it first. The cheers. Let's get going. You got eggnog in my goat milk. Nobody wins in a dairy challenge. It's Kenny Rogers' Jackass. Good night.